Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I wanted to actually go bald, but then I didn't have the balls to do that. So I
so
got it
you just like took,
trimmed
so you
Complete
tiny.
opposite right now. I'm the exact opposite. My hair's just fucking,
I just got it cut today, actually.
yeah, it's looking super fresh. Yeah.
yeah. How does it feel?
It's liberating, man. Like I had a
Oh yeah.
beard also, so I wanted to have like. Have you seen the movie Heather? Where this guy's like bald and he's got like
Oh yeah. That
You mean like a Kratos haircut?
Kratos haircut. Yeah. So I wanted to keep that, but then it looked too drastic. Like this is way too short, and my beard was pretty damn long. So I was like, yeah. Let me
I
just
need to I
reset.
need to visit my barber for sure. Like
Yeah.
he's been calling. I've
he
just
probably
been
thinks you cheated on him a couple of times
cheating
now.
on it. Yeah. No, I like for sure. Like he'll keep messaging me saying like I'm just telling him like I don't want to go to that side of town because it's one of the hot spots. When it was like this thing, because that entire side of town was like shut down and stuff.
Right.
I just haven't ventured. Honestly, I just haven't ventured out in the last 2 weeks in general. But like before that, also he was like, "Yeah, come." And Dubai just opened up like this week, like 100%. They're like, "Yeah, go mad."
Yeah.
So even then, I haven't stepped out. Like I went out yesterday in the morning for like an hour, but that was to pick up something. But apart from that, I haven't left the house at all.
So now it's completely unrestricted. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the traffic has actually started yesterday and day before. I went out yesterday and day before also to meet some friends and like go to a pub. So the traffic in Sharjah is full on back right now. Like it's just full on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people are like everyone's out.
I got a picture from the entrance of Dubai Mall. Dude, there's a line around the corner. Like you met Saurabh and Serena, right? Like there's a line like outside Dubai Mall for people like to get in.
Damn.
Right.
Obviously because of the screening and shit, but like they're probably there's a huge bottleneck over there just because of the number of people they have to probably screen right now.
Yeah, true.
So every time you enter a mall, they screen you.
Every time you enter anywhere, like even when I go to my dentist, like they screen you before you enter. Like yesterday when I went to a store, they screened me there. So yeah, and the masks and gloves were mandatory for a while, but now it's like masks and no gloves. So yesterday was one of the first times I went out with no gloves, and then I went to the store, and then they were like, "You have to wear the gloves that we give you." And I was like, "Okay, fine, it makes sense. Like people are touching like everything all the time in that store." So I was like, "Okay, cool, fine."
Right. But masks are mandatory. Every time you go out, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Unless it's like a restaurant, a gym, or like a a doctor, like a dental operation or something, like you have to wear a mask all the time. Yeah, it's pretty mandatory. But like it's crazy. Like people, they've just fucking flown out of their houses, dude. Like
But that's the problem. Like in the US, the numbers are going up like crazy. So So I don't know if whether you
think that summer is gonna like save them. No, man. Summer is when like summer colds start, and then people are gonna get fucked there. So
yeah. So I don't know if UAE will reflect that like 2-3 weeks from now. But
it might, but the thing is, this is little bit. But there's no other way to go, because the economy is already battered. There's no question of the question of shutdown is not there. Like you shut down, you just like might as well the economy is in the economy is in a coma right now, and it's like on that machine thing. So if you put one more day of shutdown, you might just
Are you seriously forgetting the term like ventilator during this time?
Oh yeah. Yeah, basically that's a good one. So the economy is on the ventilator, so you might as well just like pull the last plug off. Like you shut down the economy for an hour now, and you just like pull the plug off.
Yeah.
But stuff is picking up. That's the thing, right? Like because stuff was shut down so long, like now that they've opened everything, the jump start has been like pretty immediate because like because it's such a small population and there's only so much to do.
Yeah.
Like the major industries have honestly just started picking up like pretty quickly.
It will pick up, but then also they were saying that the flights haven't completely started yet, right? It's just a little bit here and there. They're expecting that once the flights are at full capacity, people will start leaving like mad. The ones.
There's loads, man. There's loads of people who've just been here like on visa extensions who have to leave the country like right now. Like there are people who just want to go.
Yeah.
Like, especially like people who've lost their jobs and stuff like that. Like one of my like colleagues is like selling his car and he's asking like me if someone wants to buy it. I was like, dude, I don't even have a license. So
But he's leaving the country for good.
yeah, and he's only been here like 2 years. Like he moved here with he's Lebanese, so like he can like he probably has like a Canadian passport. He has a Canadian passport. Like his
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fine.
yeah. So then it's like he can leave the country and like go back to Canada or something. And Dubai is starting flights back to Canada and stuff like really soon. So there was a list of like, I don't know, like 20 something countries or something where they're starting flights like in July. And one of the countries is Amsterdam. And Aisha is just like, you want to go or what? I was like, I had to think about it. I was like, should we go? Like I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Like, here we go.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you'll get a cheap ticket to go to Amsterdam.
Dude, there's no guarantee it'll be cheap.
Right.
There's no guarantee because right now, because everything's so battered, they'll just try to. I mean, yeah, if
Hike up the price. Yeah.
I can explore the deals and see what's there. But see, the thing is, if you go there, then you'll have to be quarantined there as soon as you land.
Yeah.
Then when you come back, you have to be quarantined as soon as you land. So you might like the only way you can go is if you don't have a job and have shit tons of money just lying around and a valid visa. So those are all three very precarious things to have.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah. I forgot about the quarantine thing. Yeah. Because you can't
still,
really go out anywhere.
Where?
I forgot about the quarantine thing. Like if you land somewhere, you have to stay there for 14 days.
Yeah, you have to stay put. Like even, it's, I mean, and so the UFC is doing their events in Yas Island, right? So the amount of tests, like before they have the fighters and their crew, like they have to go through like 5 tests before they hit, and that's from the time they land, not from the time, not even from the time of the week.
It's a closed door event, right? As in there are no spectators, right?
Yeah. It's completely bubble. Even the workers can't leave the island.
Yeah. I wish it was a open event, dude. What an event and what a time to do it. Fuck.
Yeah. That'll be right there in your backyard.
But the thing is, like, even right now, we can't. The travel to Abu Dhabi is prohibited. Like, you can't go to Abu Dhabi, right?
Yeah.
You can't go to Abu Dhabi at all. Like, entering the Emirate is bad.
But what about people who are working there?
No,
there's a few exemptions. Yeah, there's a few exemptions, but like it's very, very strict. And even the people from Abu Dhabi have just like this week they've been able to start leaving Abu Dhabi. So it's man, it'll take time, dude. Like it's honestly it's still pretty weird. I fully expect like a spike in cases like next week or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, the US it's gone nuts. Like over here also, it's pretty much open. So,
yeah, US and Brazil, and I'm sure India too. But then they give these random like 10,000, 11,000 numbers, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Dude, so I have this theory, right? So
Brazil never shut. Like that was the weirdest part.
Brazil never shut. Bulgaria and Belarus also never shut.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand for like those small countries like Sweden and all because they are tiny. Brazil is like 200 million people there. That's a fucking huge country.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah,
and
that's like the size of Uttar Pradesh. For us, it's just Uttar Pradesh is 200 million. I'm serious. Uttar Pradesh is like 200 million or something.
Yeah.
Bombay is more than that.
No. UP is the most populous.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, UP is like 200 million or more. Close to 200 million.
UP, Bihar and Jharkhand and all has like a combined of the whole US population. 350 million.
We have 1.4 billion.
It's crazy.
1.4 billion. That's like 1 in every, like 6 or something?
Yeah.
1 in every 6 is
I mean, the worst part about all these India reports is that they report on the metropolitans and they are the most hit, and I'm sure they are the most hit. But like once they actually test UP, Bihar and all these places, that will be like next level.
Dude, that's if they test those places.
Exactly.
Dude, and the more I read about this shit, right? The more shady shit I read about, like, I've got nothing but time. So the number of conspiracy theories I've just like kind of bought into like wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Like I kind of somehow even believe this is all because of Epstein dying and shit. 1000%. Like the kind of people that he was protecting, they needed like a massive scale distraction to kind of just be like, you know what, like here's a pandemic. Forget that fucking children.
Yeah, I mean the conspiracy theories. This is the best time to be alive, man. You can tie up everything into one knot. You know, every single happening in the world, the protests, the virus, the police brutality, everything you can tie into one knot.
China moving into India right now, not doing it, us not doing anything about it. It's the perfect storm of stupidity. Like really, to ignore something that is like legitimately horrifying on the horizon or something that's already happened.
If Jitin was listening to you guys right now, he'd be like, you know, I told you something.
Yeah, I wanted him to be
That's
there.
why I wanted to say this right now. Like, he can tell me after the recording, but like,
it's like I was watching some of Rogan's podcast, and he doesn't buy it at all. Like I watched it with that guy. Like recently, he had Joe Schilling, you know, that kickboxer.
Yeah, the Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah. So that guy doesn't believe it at all. He's just like, it's, you know, it's a variant of the flu. It's probably a little more dangerous than the flu, but don't buy into that shit at all. Like coronavirus is.
Dude, but then he had somebody like before. I forgot the guy's name, man. It's Mark Bernstein or Feinstein. One of
them. That guy.
Yeah. So that guy, he made a really interesting point, and he distilled it down like beautifully in terms of why the entire like conspiracy of coronavirus being like made in a lab came up.
Yeah, right? That was a pretty interesting podcast. The whole thing in general. Yeah.
So for Ruben, like, because I'm sure, I don't know if he's watched it. Like basically, he said
Brett Weinstein.
Yeah. What is his name?
Brett Weinstein.
Brett Weinstein. Why did I think Mark? Like So he he basically like there's a component of the actual cell, like the nucleotide, like of the coronavirus, which controls like virality and its transmissibility and stuff like that. And that they like basically like biotechnologists, like they can tell the difference between when it happens like naturally and when it's an insert. So this seems to be like inserted, as in there's no way that it could have artificially evolved like so quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but initially for the first few months, for the first few months, and WHO and all, they were saying that there's no way this can be like made in a lab because they analyze the same thing. So I think it's all about.
Dude, it's time to put your it's time to go into that doomsday mode, bro. Like full on.
One reason what he made it like where you can buy into the whole lab created theory is that, you know, naturally occurring, if it jumped from a species to another, it's never as contagious in that jumped species. So if it jumped from bats to humans, it's not going to be transmit like so virally so quickly, because it takes time for the virus to adapt to the human being.
Like the first SARS used to burn out the host before there was even a chance of transmission.
So
that's where you could buy it. You could be like, this is
why I wouldn't buy it right now is like, why I wouldn't buy into that is, why I wouldn't buy into that is because, like, okay, right now every country in the world is like having their labs check into this shit, right?
I can't see your face.
Give me a sec. One second.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Oh yeah. So one reason I wouldn't buy into that, see, right now, like for the last 6 months, every lab in every country, like their major, like health ministry labs, they would be analyzing the same thing, right? So now, if they had a general consensus, they would. I mean, everyone is just itching to blame this on China. All they want to do is blame China for this. So if they haven't done it, other than Trump, the only guy who blames China right now is Trump. So if these labs are not able to pinpoint them, then I don't believe there's any documentary, like a single documentary. If 200 countries, like pretty much like 150 countries in the world are trying to pin this on China and they're not able to in 6 months, then I can't buy it right now. Maybe in the future.
That's true. I mean, once they like sort of locate what exactly it is, and once they trace the origins of the DNA of it, then it's possible. But like you said, if it's not a unanimous like scientific decision, then you got to buy what the scientists are saying.
True. Yeah, and pretty much every country right now, they are trying to find all these vaccinations and stuff, right? So pretty much they're like dissecting it everyone is dissecting it individually. It's not like a group effort, right? So every country is having their own effort. So everyone is looking at it from every angle possible. So if this was lab made, it's beyond time that it should have been proven, you know.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bro,
at
I
least
bet,
one can.
dude, I'm pretty sure that it's probably already been proven, and the guy who proved it is dead. All these guys, dude, like how many, like with all of the news that I'm consuming right now, like maybe my mindset and my brain is just ripe for like the whole conspiracy angle, like right now. I just know like there's a certain kind of there's a there's a glass ceiling of life in general, and on the other side of that glass ceiling there has to be like now there is this like shadow elite kind of thing like playing in my head like continuously. Like there is a certain level, because so I'll tell you why. So there's a ex-colleague of mine who used to work like at one of my ex companies, and his family was like he was mad wealthy. Okay, like he didn't need to work, but he just had a job. I still know him. I'm still in good touch with him. One of his friends like made over like 150 million like pounds in some like real estate deal or whatever, and like they were multi-millionaires, like not rich, like generational wealth types, right? They actually got a call, not a call, like they were contacted by this organization which was basically like, you know, what people equate to as the Illuminati, right? And they tortured and killed that guy's brother to get him to join.
What the fuck? So your
Yeah.
friend?
My friend's friend, basically.
Oh, friend's friend.
Like friends,
So
like
your
very
friend's
close.
friend is dead, but his
My
elder
friend's
brother.
friend, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
some other organization. I mean, there are so many cults, so it could be one of them.
No,
So what I'm
it
saying
was,
is,
so obviously the guy can't talk about it too much because like the guy is this, like he's in touch with no one right now. So my friend is like, I honestly don't know where he is. Like I don't even know if he's alive.
yeah, no. Why I'm saying is because if the Illuminati like survived thousands of years, like guys like us wouldn't be like talking about them on a random web show.
Dude, but that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
That's
true.
the beauty of it. Nobody will believe guys like us. Right?
I
Nobody.
mean,
We are like
if the
when you think
Illuminati exists,
our anonymity is our strength, which is why
Yeah.
anonymous is so fucking effective.
if we could find out about the Illuminati, there is no Illuminati. Like, you know.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah. So I was listening to this podcast of.
Yeah, just imagine if we find the Illuminati and it's like one Michael Scott kind of guy who heads everything. We're like, dude.
So like now the big rage is people believe in QAnon. Have you heard of this?
I heard that. What exactly is that? I heard that.
So apparently it's just like this. Apparently it's this inside the government sort of employee who wants to remove the deep state. So they cannot define deep
Shit.
state.
Let's get behind that guy, dude.
Yeah, they cannot define deep state, but then people buy into his rhetoric of like, he's basically going to save the country and hence the world. So country as in America and hence the world.
It literally could be some 13-year-old kid just fucking around.
Yeah. But this QAnon thing, so I was listening to like the New York Times, they have this podcast, it's called The Daily. So on The Daily, there was this episode on QAnon. And it's like this worldwide thing now where people, first it began about like government secrets and all. And now it's like Ashwin said, you can tie a knot amongst like everything. Everything is a conspiracy. So, but it somehow became from that, it morphed into this community where people actually like, get in touch with each other and they talk to each other and, they become close to each other. So it started off as like a very negative thing, but the small byproduct is that it brought people together. Now, believing in like crazy shit, but like it brought people together. And like at least there was some empathy and sympathy shared between those people. Otherwise, it's just filled with like hate all the time.
Because it basically goes from like, am I crazy to like, we're not crazy, or like, are we? That sense of community in that, that vein of thought, basically, which is cool. And I think that's great. But like that, and now is the only time. Like I feel like right now, like in human history, this is that point, that fork where it goes either to like 28 days later, or it goes to something like Interstellar, where we have that fucking Dyson sphere on the moon kind of thing.
Yeah. No, this is that.
They also went through their shit. So, but there has to be that thing that unites everybody across we need a Thanos, basically. We need a Thanos or a
I mean,
Galactus.
the virus is Thanos. Yeah.
Dude, this virus is not a Thanos. Like, if this virus fucked Ebola and they had a baby, then that is Thanos.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
100%.
This virus is probably like
This
Avengers
is
2.
You know?
No.
The Avengers
Dude,
1, maybe.
This virus is Loki.
Loki, exactly, Loki.
Yeah, so
this
Avengers
virus
1. Yeah, Avengers 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Avengers
Loki
2 was what? Ultron. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I guess Ultron
was,
would be like a crazy computer virus. That would.
I can see the parallels in that. Like, Ultron was also created by the heroes, and I'm in no way saying that either China or US are the heroes. I'm just saying, like,
No, so that would be like Facebook, Amazon, Google, Apple. You know, some crazy computer virus or something. Like that would be.
If fucking had a baby, then yes, that is Ultron. But this is nothing, dude. The viruses can get so bad, bad. And the thing is, like, so again, I've been like, because I have nothing but time, and I've just been like doing a lot of these courses and shit like that. Like, I've started like doing neuroscience and all of this shit, and like the brain's pathway on like how it processes fear and how that moves into mob mentality is fascinating. Like, it's just it's crazy how that, like, literally, like, the inception of an idea and its potential consequences, like, it's literally like atoms in a chamber, like the kind of reactions that they like spread in your brain firstly, and then how you proceed, like, in your brain itself, like, while you're processing those reactions, there's like multiple timelines happening. You know what I mean?
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Crazy. It's dope.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I've got too much time on my hands, dude. I need to get a job.
Yeah. Now you should watch this YouTube channel called Kursigat or something.
Yeah, I've been watching that also. I mean, you've been talking about it anyway. So,
That's the fucking bomb, man. Like the amount of
amazing.
Yeah, the amount of like different concepts they go through is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys watch that video, the egg.
Which one?
The egg. Yeah, of Kursagat. So it's like this concept where you should watch it. I don't want to spoil it because I won't say it as well as that 8-minute video or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty interesting though. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you guys think about the video?
I posted now, like, what the video is like, so for what you've done in terms of editing, it's super snappy. I think like now the next video like needs to like kind of just get the elements right. So what you do brings them together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
a synergy
apparently at Abhi's studio, he's got like these GoPros.
Yeah.
Which record in 4K. So because the side angle what he's shooting with is like his old HTC. So it's a pretty old camera and it doesn't shoot in HD. Like it shoots a very like weird form. So when you compare and this front angle is the iPhone, which shoots in 4K. Yeah. So it's very crisp. But the side angle, when I mix and match it, like it doesn't, the resolution is so low that it doesn't look good side by side.
I know what you mean,
yeah. So he got this GoPro thing. Now he's going to set it up on either side. So you'll get multi-angle shots and then close-up shots. And then obviously the iPhone is the front shot. And so slowly I told him, like, invest in your equipment. And then anytime you guys are over at his place or he's over at your place or something, you'll help.
You can just keep all 3 phones.
Yeah, you can get help from people actually moving with the camera instead of just putting it on a tripod where it's a fixed angle. You get like different shots.
Dude, we can do that. The thing is, like, he never tells. Like, it's such a spur of the moment thing. Like when he makes this and sends it to you, so we don't even know.
Yeah.
I might send you some shit, by the way, to kind of like
definitely.
Work on it.
Like if you're, because I told Aman also, like, because he makes drinks, like a bartender.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Definitely do that. So if you guys do drinks or like any quick like cooking, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I might do like just a live music video kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like acoustic session kind of thing.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, like an unplugged thing. Yeah. So that's what I told Abhi, but then. Yeah, he has to also invest in like microphones because Like you can record with your iPhone, but it's not like studio quality recording. You know, you need like some mic to synthesize. Like Ashwin would know a lot more about that. Yeah, but it's pretty amazing, like what you can do with this Adobe product. Like fascinating.
Dude, even like iMovie and stuff, like they have
iMovie is amazing. Yeah, that's what I heard for the
I'm trying to like learn, but the thing is I've taken on so much shit.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
during this lockdown, like I can't possibly, like today also, like an asshole, like I signed up for 3 additional like courses, like legit like certifications and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
But I haven't even finished the first one that I signed up for. Like I have a project that's due like by December, and I'm like, okay, like
which course is this? Like which university? Is it like a?
Yeah, these are all like Harvard courses basically.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have so I got onto this because I got onto like a professional.
You're a Harvard graduate.
No, I'm not a Harvard graduate. I'm not one of those people who will do like this thing and say like, yeah, I'm a Harvard grad. No,
yeah, we were discussing that the other day. Supposedly someone got a certificate from Harvard. And
yeah. Fuck. No. Fuck all that shit. And dude, she's still posting. Like I don't want to talk about it here because like everybody in my circle knows who she is, but like obviously I don't think we're gonna go viral or anything, but like still it's good to have a base. Edit this shit.
Okay.
It was a rant, man. Like I went on a rant for a good half an hour about this shit. Like so I'm just fuck all that. I don't want to think about it, talk about it. Like I'm just doing so I'm doing like a few courses. Like I did these courses while I was with Uber through my like we had like a learning budget or something. And then
so how much do these courses cost? Like the Harvard ones?
So like, this one that I have like the certificates for it's not from Harvard, it's from Wharton, but like I have like 2 certificates, and then I'm doing a project which will give me like the professional certificate, which is it's not a degree, but it's like a diploma kind of thing. And that costed about, I think it was $600 or something like that. But it was covered by the company, so I didn't pay anything. Like I paid close to like 2,000 dirhams or something like that. But then it's like that. But I have to finish the project, and I just haven't got around to it because it's like a project that I need to kind of dedicate. Like,
you haven't done the project yet because you're busy signing up a course for project management.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No. I did a course on persuasive. I'm doing a course on persuasive speaking and writing, which is called like the art of rhetoric or something. I'm doing a course on neuroscience and entrepreneurship, and then data science as well. So
freaking Tony Stark, man, you're insane.
I mean, I'll go out. I can either go out and be Tony Stark or just be like a horrible mishmash of like garbage. Depends on if I finish the courses or not. Yeah, but it's interesting. Like it's just interesting. Like Harvard has like, dude, Harvard also, and these are all free. I'm not paying for them.
Oh,
these are all free. Like you can do them as well. Harvard has a list of free online courses.
Okay.
So basically, you can do these courses, and then if you want like a certificate to show like an employer or something, you just pay like $50 or $100 or something, and they give you a certificate. But the course in itself is free. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, for me, it's actually better not having the certificate because when I talk at length on topics, they'll be like, "How do you know this shit? Like, you never went to Harvard." I'm like, "I know. I'm just brilliant."
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Otherwise, if they see the certificate, like, yeah, you already know this shit. And they're like, why don't you know more?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's reverse psychology. Good stuff.
Slumdog Millionaire, the shit out of that. So I was looking at like machine learning and data science, and I wanted like try and get into like a little bit of like machine learning and AI related shit because I have a feeling
I've been seeing ads on this website called Udemy.
Udemy.
Udemy, yeah, that one. So I mean, I saw it on Instagram, but I never and they were amazing courses, but I never even opened the website. Maybe I'll try now.
So sign up for so I've signed up for 2. I've signed up for edX and Coursera, and those 2 are the best in my opinion because they have like a wider selection and they have like a lot of universities that make courses specifically for those websites. So and the certificates that they provide as well, like I don't know, like we're not connected on LinkedIn, are we?
I'm not on LinkedIn, but I should probably create an account.
Yeah, you should probably create it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
right.
LinkedIn is a good idea. Yeah, LinkedIn is very. It's good. It's good to have it. I have
Are
it,
you
but
on
I think
LinkedIn?
we're not connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's connect on that. Yeah.
So like I'll connect with you, but then like if you go to like my certifications and shit like that, like 2 of the certificates that I did are already there, and you click on it, and it's this wonderful like really official looking certificate that
Nice.
it looks awesome, and it's from the University of Wharton, and it's
That's awesome. Yeah.
great. I mean,
Wharton is where your boy, not your boy, but Trump went.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
but it is a Ivy League school.
I could tell. Both of the lecturers on my course are German.
No, but it is an Ivy League school. Like it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, but the courses in themselves were really, really good, dude. Like, I mean, I've done, school, college, masters, and then this, like in terms of studying, like I had more fun doing this, and I was honestly more involved doing this than I was during my master's degree where I had to fucking relocate and do shit. So yeah, this was a really good course, and it's something that's applicable, which is the most important thing. So, and that's why all of these courses I really wanted to explore, because if you can apply it somewhere, then it's huge. Because even when I was using it in my day-to-day stuff, like, so the one that I did at Wharton was basically a professional certificate for strategic management. And the 2 certificates that I have right now are in like connecting strategies and competitive advantage, which are both like really, really useful concepts to kind of apply in whatever field. Just a basic concept and how like people think about it, regardless of industry, because it's not industry specific in any way. So yeah, man, like explore the courses. Like Harvard has, like, if you literally Google like Harvard free online courses, there's like 10 pages of courses that are like free. One of them that I really want to look at is like the science of happiness. But like, again, it says like what Chinese philosophy says about it. And then like right now, given everything, I don't really want to get the last month has been like a trip and a half. Like honestly, it's just been like a madness.
Yeah, next month and a half will reflect what happened in this month and a half. So we'll see. By the end of September, we'll know now whether overall infections,
Oh no, we'll know pretty soon. I feel it'll be like in 3 weeks we'll know about that stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, just give me 2 seconds. I just need to take a call. I'm just gonna wait 1 second. There's like 6 minutes left on the call. Do you want to start a new one?
Yeah. Okay, we could.
Or you all chat for the 6 minutes. I just need to take a quick call, but then like send the link for the new call as well.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, dope. I'll see you all in a second. Yeah.
So what's happening in Canada, dude?
Nothing, man. It's now summer year, so people cannot help themselves but go out. The government is not even like enforcing anything. They're just like, okay, it's open. Go.
Fair enough. Yeah, I get there. Yeah, I get that, because it's like, we need to open up, right?
Yeah.
So how are the cases generally? Is it like exploding, or is it like
it's very low actually?
Under control?
Like yesterday in the whole of Ontario, our state, our province, it was like 110 cases or something. Like really low. Yeah.
Very, very low.
Yeah. So then people are, now they're taking it easy, and rightly so. If it's that low, I think we are about 15 million of us. If it's only 100 cases, that's 0.00001%. That's nothing.
Yeah, so, that's cool. That's like, that becomes a very normal risk.
Yeah.
Like basically an accident risk or something.
Yeah. And assuming that all these people are, quarantined or in the hospital or something, and it doesn't spread further, it should be fine. Like it's well under control. And next Wednesday is Canada's independence, July 1st.
Oh, okay.
So because of that, it's summertime, it's hot now, people will be outside. So they couldn't really tell people like, hey, we're going to be closed within Canada Day also. Obviously, they've stopped like citywide celebrations. So like fireworks and parades and all, that's stopped. but no one's stopping anyone from going to the beach or hiking, trekking, whatever they want to do, they can do. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they wanted to actually, like we were supposed to go to like this place up north. It's called Tobermory. It's like by the cliffs and all. It's really beautiful, but like I guess because of the demand and people opening up, like it was all booked out. So now we're looking at end of July to go there, like cottaging essentially. Yeah.
Like what's that? Like a family vacation or like?
This is with friends only. So up north, like 2-3 hours from here, you have these huge houses, which can probably like 12-15 people can go, and
nice.
it's by the lake, and there's like nice cliffs, like you can cliff dive, and there are beaches and hiking and trekking, and it's just like an outdoor spot, but there are big like houses on the side, and you have your own like backyard and stuff. So you go there for like 3-4 days. I think it probably is like $500-600 a night, but if you split it amongst 10-15 people, it's nothing. It's like $50 a person. So
nice.
yeah, so every year, like me and my friends, we try to do at least like once or twice a year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, when you guys come here next year, hopefully we can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were supposed to do it now, but because of Canada Day and because everyone was locked in, and now it's just like do whatever you want. So that's all booked out now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but it's not as bad as the US. Now they're going to open the, like they've closed the Canada-US road border, but they're going to open it up, I think, by next week or the week after, July 7th or July 10th, something like that.
Right.
And once that opens up, there's, it depends on the incoming traffic. So that God knows. Yeah. But the US, they've been hit a lot more in the southern states. So Arizona, Florida, Texas, places like that. So it's not New York now or Michigan or something like that. So yeah, we don't know the influx of Americans coming into Canada and if they bring the infections along with them, or I don't know how they're going to test people at the border. I'm not sure.
Canada is basically like what, 25 million population?
35.
35.
Yeah, 35. Yeah.
So basically, you guys are like a couple of states of the US put together, right? Like
yeah. We're 1/10 the population. They're 350 mil. We're 35 mil.
1/10. So that's like 5 states. 5 of their states, and that's you.
Yeah.
So like a few hundred of the people come with infections, and you guys are all dead.
Yeah, pretty much. So like, yeah, I mean now, because the airports also will start and people will be coming in. So yeah, we don't know. Like you can contain it domestically, that's fine. And it's now well contained. But now with the influx of, people coming from outside, I don't know how that spread starts, or if it starts, if people are coming in. Or nor do I know, or not, they haven't given like any sort of directions as to incomers, like what they're going to face at the airport or anything like that. Like we don't know.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, there's a minute left, so I'm just going to end this and then send the link.
Yeah, dude, I'll just get out. I just need to go out for like half an hour. I'll join you guys in like half an hour.
Right? Okay.
See you, man.
Yeah, I'll send the link on the group anyways.
Done.
So add to it. Okay, all right, cool. See you, man.
What up? Where's Ruben gone?
He said he had to go out for half an hour. So I'm thinking he's gone to pick up some food or something.
He's gonna pick up that fucking sandwich.
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
100%. $7 sandwich. I can't beat that shit, dude.
Yeah, right now it's what, 8 o'clock there, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so dinner time,
Yeah, pretty much.
So how are you holding up, man?
It's been, this week was obviously like a little better. Last week was super intense. Today was okay. Like I'm just saying, so the one thing that's happened as a result of this is because so a lot of the cousins and everything, like it happened so suddenly, and it happened like in a way where nobody has been able to kind of, at least for me personally, like his own brother also like lives in Toronto.
Yeah.
So like because we weren't there, we weren't able to
grieve.
grieve together and just get that closure. Like just be there like for the thing. So there's a
see him
sense of.
also, like you didn't get to see him.
I mean, I would never want to see him like that, anyways. But doing it or having to do it over Zoom was worse. Like it was
doesn't
horrible.
feel real.
Yeah, and it's just. I mean, I think everybody's just like taking it one day at a time, because I found this out when I was talking to my mom. So on the side of the family that we're from, like on my mom, so he's from my mom's dad's side. So I also obviously like belong to the same side and everything. But he's the youngest to have ever passed away. Nobody has ever, not even a baby, like nobody has ever passed away that young.
In your family.
In that side of the family. All of these, all of my mom's uncles who are in their late 70s and 80s, and my mom's cousins who are obviously in their 50s or whatever, they're all, I mean, everybody is just in shock. And then obviously that extends to us, like, the ones who are like his ride or die types, like,
especially when your cousin is like there with you in age, he's just like right there.
And it's honestly, it's like, so that is one thing. And then like, obviously, like for me personally, like I'm just like the concept of mortality has just become like so real, because this is like, you say things get like close to home, like this was in my house, like in the next room. So it's and it's now, like obviously, because it's like a disease related thing and it happens so quickly, like every ache and pain that I feel, I'm just like, yeah, fuck, cancer, it's here, like, done. It's coming, whatever. So it's a shit state of mind, dude. Like just the kind of
fatalistic.
And it's not fatal. I wouldn't say it's fatalistic.
Or nihilistic.
I don't think it's nihilistic either. I think it's just this weird thing where you don't trust your body anymore. Like I don't know what that is. It's just like, and in my head, like for me specifically, with the amount of training I do and the amount of hours the amount of gym hours I put in, and like I drink. But the amount of shit I do to counteract all of that stuff, I'm just like, okay. And it's not like I drink a lot. Like I drink like a reasonable person on the weekends. But even that is starting to, like I drink and I'm like, oh shit, like will I have like pancreatitis tomorrow? Will I have liver cancer day after? It's become real, dude. Like literally, if you look at my Google search history right now, I'm literally just Googling symptoms. It's become this very...
Like, are you becoming a hypochondriac?
I don't think I'm a hypochondriac, because on some level, I feel like it's not even like I'm in pain. You know what I mean? Like it's just like an increased sense of awareness about every single little niggle that the body gets when it enters the 30s. And I'm associating that with like straight death, because that's what just happened. And I'm just like,
I mean, it's surreal. Like when I told Michelle also, he was just experiencing stomach aches and back pains. Like everyone, even I go through, like everyone.
Now, like, and the thing is, like, I go through back pains so regularly, and like I go through lower back pains on the side, because like some of my form is not correct. And then like I was like, okay, it's not my form, it's kidney failure. Like it's just it's become this weird. And it's not healthy. That in itself is not healthy. And it's such a fucking paradox in itself, where I'm just like...
I mean, the anxiety you're putting on your stress levels you're putting on your head, on your brain is a lot.
Dude, I gained like 2 kgs just not doing anything. Like during the week of, and this week, like I've just like put on weight. And it's not even like I'm eating. It's just like because I weigh myself like super regularly, just in terms of like training and like keeping in fight shape like throughout. And I'm just like, there's no explanation. And Aisha was the one who told me, like, your body, goes, when it goes through stress, like one of the physical things is like, so the hormone called, I think it's called cortisol, or like it's the stress hormone or whatever. It causes your body to kind of retain everything that there is. And I'm like, that in itself is fucking stressful to me, because like, why the fuck is my body? That's the thing, like that's a basic question. Why is this like shell that... whatever you've done with, why does your shell work against you? You know what I mean? So it's been this question. Obviously, this is a side tangent, and it's a very selfish tangent to be on, like in this process of grieving, but it's a very real tangent as well. As far as the grieving process is going, like it's been okay. Like Abhi and Ruben, like they came on Sunday, and it was just a sob fest, and I passed out at like 8 o'clock, like with the emotional stress of everything. I was just out, and then like they were sitting and chilling and drinking with Aisha, so it was
Right.
good. It was good. And they went down and they did a boys' night. Like they ordered KFC, like watched YouTube and shit. I was
Oh,
like,
nice.
at least pick me up for shit like this. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, you should count on, well, you can count on all of us, but count on them because they're there in your proximity. They can.
No, that's the only reason. Like, so I've been like, people have been saying like, let's meet and let's do this. I'm like, there's a very, very close core of people that I would ever want to see at this point in time, and obviously the two of them are it. So, yeah, man, because it's tough. It's very tough to reconcile. Like, it's very new to navigate. Obviously, now that it's been like 2 weeks, I'm learning the ebbs and flows of how this works and stuff, but it doesn't like change anything. The reality is still there. Like, you still have to wake up with that same reality.
Of him
And
not
the thing
being
is, like,
there.
yeah. And this is one of the, and it's not even, dude, if it was like, I might sound like a jackass, but if it was one of like, you know, my boring ass cousins, like who had like nothing going for them, I'd be like, okay, you know, it's fucking horrific and it's fucking sad. Dude, but this guy had so much life. He had so much potential and he had so much left. You know what? And that's the other fucking train of thought that I find myself going to. It's what could have been?
All those dreams,
Yeah. Like, dude, we were talking about like fucking doing podcasts together about MMA and shit. He's one of the few people that I talk. There's like 5 people I talk to about MMA. And one of them is you. One of them is him. One of them is one of my ex-colleagues, and 2 of them are like my friends back in Bombay, like these music producer friends that I have back in Bombay who also love MMA. And all of a sudden, like that hand is 1 finger shorter, like literally, like and because of the kind of content that we were damn similar. Like, we went to the same college, we did the same course. We got hired by the same company through campus placement, just 2 years apart.
Right.
Like literally just 2 years apart.
The same trajectory he had of you.
Really the same trajectory, yeah. And
horrible.
Yeah, it's been, and the thing is like because of that same trajectory, we have so many common friends.
Yeah.
So it's one thing like dealing with the family side of things, right? Then you deal with the college side of things, then you deal with the work side of things. And I'm like that nexus where all of that shit comes together, and it's crazy. Like, even his brother, like I feel the worst for his brother, but his brother is telling me like, I can't imagine what you are going through. And I'm like, dude, like, maybe just like, no, don't say that shit.
No, I mean, you were in the same circle, so he basically lived your life, you know. It's
very close, very, like, it was parallel tangents, basically. We were on the same path. And then to have that, like, you know, so randomly cut short, so randomly, like, it's so random. It's impossible to kind of fathom any kind of logic or sense, or there's no sense to it. Like, I will never be able to make I will never be able to make sense of what happened. People are trying to come to me with like a few silver linings, not just religious, but like, you know, like obviously with something like a cancer and stuff like that takes your life in 2 weeks, like obviously it was like super late stage. But even if something could have done, the chemo, the financial costs and everything, like it would have been torture, like for him and his family. So that, I believe, okay, maybe it was like, you know,
for the best
in some weird way. Okay, I can see why they see that. I can rationalize it. But then comes the religious anger, which is something that, again, it's a super complex topic for me, and I'm not one person for blind faith and stuff like that. And people are just like, we will see him again. And I mean,
that's what people fall back on, you know, like one day we'll be united. And
but that's the weird part, right? Like, because of how much I love him still, and because of how close he was to me, like, I'm like, okay, fuck. If there is a heaven, like, I'll believe in it just for him.
Right.
Like I'll believe in it, just like I'll do the whole thing. I'll like just for him, because of my love for him. Like, yes, if believing that he is in an afterlife like makes me connected, and that's where, you know, I started kind of making sense of like religion in its, not the super orthodox like bullshit that we see in churches, but just like, you know, the idea of community, like it's community here and like after.
Yeah.
So it was more like I'm like a few of my cousins, like all of them, like they all went to church together, and I kind of ghosted them like a while back because I was not as involved in the church. Um, but these guys were also like super involved in the church, but also had the same, like, you know, inclinations that I did as a person. So um, it's crazy. Like it's been a very very complex couple of weeks. Like
I mean, something
unpack.
like that would you would think would really ground you. You know, you would actually feel a sense of belonging. Like you said, you would like to believe in an afterlife just to feel that connection with him.
I don't think it's grounding. It's definitely humbling. It's made me think. So the few takeaways are like, we're definitely like all insignificant, like regardless of what we do. Like from the Bezos to the guy who cleans our gutters, like the weight of everybody in terms of, you know, human like biomass is the same. Like we're just here consuming the same amount of shit in different quantities, obviously, but
Right.
that insignificance is very very apparent right now. There's also no rationale in terms of who goes when. Like the concept of everything being random is just sinking in more and more and more and more. And like when I have like, obviously, like last month was the job scene, this month was this whole shit. I'm just waiting for July, dude. July, God knows, maybe I'll lose a leg. Like I have no idea, like what the fuck is gonna happen. And my mom is just like, you know, like my mom always tells me this on calls, and like bless her soul, she's just like, and obviously it's out of good intention. She's like, just pray and everything will be okay. And I was just like, I don't want to be the asshole to say like, obviously it's not like it has no bearing on it, but it's a very conflicting emotion right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Like what if it actually had a bearing on something, you know? So, and it's not like I've ever stopped praying. Like I do have like a very complicated relationship with God and spirituality and stuff like that. But like now more than ever, it's just being thrown into a spotlight because my whole thing was just like, don't be a dick and you'll be okay. You know, like it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But my cousin was not a dick. Like he was
Yeah.
a model example of like how you should fucking do your thing. And it's so random. Like not
Yeah.
okay. Like the one religious argument is like that I hear right now is God wanted him with him, so he took him. Now that's like it's become like a trope right now. I'm hearing this like everywhere. God wanted his soul with him, so he took him right now. And then I'm like, why would God like make this world like increase the asshole concentration of this world by taking him away? Basically,
Right.
like why are the number of bad people increasing? Like, is this some kind of like slowed down version of the rapture where everybody who's young goes and is good? Or is there a logic to it at all? You know, there's just too many questions and too many kind of like counter arguments that I have, and it's all kind of muddling the grieving process. So right now I'm just kind of sticking to the basics in terms of like what he loved and what he wanted to do. His playlist on YouTube has been on loop like in my house like for the last 2 weeks. Like I'm just listening to stuff off his like YouTube, like watching his old like dance performances and shit. He was an extraordinary dancer, even better than I was like I ever was. Like he did the dancing thing like to completion. I went like a tangent into like music and shit. So the only thing is that he was a United fan. I'll never forget that.
Nice. I'm wearing a shirt right now.
I can see that's what reminded me. Like I could tell that's the red color.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, it's Yeah, in times like these, like you don't even know how to console someone because it's so hard to, because whatever you're feeling is so personal, you know, it's hard to like another
Project
person
that.
to sort of feel what you feel, you know, unless
Yeah.
you knew that person. Like it's, and yeah, like death is one concept where fairness is like, it's just not a question, you know, death is always unfair. And when it comes in, when it hits people who don't deserve it, like you said, it's
Yeah.
even more like heartbreaking, you know, heart wrenching.
It's, yeah, man. It's like, obviously, like you've heard of people going too soon and stuff, but like when it happens, I don't know if this is something like your family has experienced. Like, obviously, like it might have happened in some way, shape, or form, but like it's so weird, man. Like it's
Yeah.
just like, and
Not
especially,
someone dying that young. Like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
but dying that young and someone you're close to and someone
yeah,
who's like, like your thing across multiple lines in terms of
yeah,
like
yeah.
friends, family, work, this, that.
Yeah.
Like it's just been
Like the
like
Venn diagram of your life and his life is almost a circle,
almost,
you
yeah,
know. Yeah,
it's almost so, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And it's scary. And that again, like because of the poetic nature of that, I'm like, dude, what if I'm gonna like die because of some stupid fucking uncaught shit like this? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
It's a stupid doubt to have, but it's just one that's popped up in my mind. And like honestly, like it's been there like for this week, or maybe like since Monday. Like I woke up and I was just like, if this was the case and if everything was so parallel, like if there is like some kind of cosmic knot that binds us all, like how long do I have left? Which is stupidly fucking selfish. But yeah, it's just a real thought, you know.
yeah. Of course, yeah,
Which is why like right now I'm just like, fuck it. Do like it's not even a case of like humbling me. I'm just gonna be like 100 miles per hour on everything that I fucking do.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's just too short, dude.
Life is too
Like
short.
shit
Yeah,
is
yeah,
way too short.
yeah, yeah. It puts everything in perspective, and you know, one thing about that is that you feel your concept of mortality and how small you are. Like,
Yeah,
can be
super.
extinguished like in so many different ways to kill us. It's crazy.
I'm actually thinking like legitimately of writing a will right now because I don't want to like like the like the Catholic and Christian things of like being buried in the ground and shit. I don't want that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I really that's another thing that broke my heart because now when I go to the cemetery to visit him, it's not going to be like a token thing. Like he's going to be there,
yeah.
and like a shell of him is going to be there, and this is just like weird. Like that's another like immeasurable concept to kind of reconcile in its own way. You know, it's like when you visit a grave or when you visit like anybody's like memorial or whatever, it's just like they say, yeah, he's still here and we can feel him. He literally is still there. So like kind of that's another thing that I have to prepare myself for, and I'm probably not going to be able to do it alone. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's a trip, man. This entire thing is, I mean, to say it's a trip is an
Yeah, it
understatement,
doesn't
but
seem real. Like that's one thing about that is that, you know, people live their whole lives not expecting death, obviously. And you
yeah,
are not preparing for death in any way. So like your life, your relatives or friends' lives or anything. And once that wall hits, like you are so unprepared as a person, all of us are so unprepared as a person that it's hard to deal with the concept of like someone being there 1 second and then
and they're
just like,
not there.
yeah, just
Like
passing that
the
plane, you know.
world goes on, and then like the
Yeah,
day that he passed, I remember like we woke up, and then I was watching the sunset, and I was like, this is like tomorrow the sun will rise, and like Nikki, like his name was Nikhil, right? We called him Nikki.
mm, mm,
I was like, Nikki will not be here like
yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah, yeah,
and that was just like the fucking weight of that realization
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
it's
It's
immense.
immense. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
immense. Yeah,
it's just
like
like
once
how
someone
crowded is
crosses that plane of existence, like into not existing, like
yeah.
it just it's super hard to deal with that
Yeah.
reality.
the whole plane of existence thing is another thing that comes up a lot, like in terms of like, these religious discussions as well. So I keep it like
light.
I keep it light when it comes to like, his parents and, like chatting with his brother and stuff, because obviously I'm not going to push my religious
Yeah,
baggage.
but they need console more than anything. Yeah.
So the tact that I take with consoling is just like sharing everything about him. And the thing is like, the reason I'm not saying like sharing everything good about him is because everything about him was good. So regardless of what you share, like even when you go through his like playlist, like like it starts out with like super poetic songs, and then there's this song called Hoverboard, which is basically like this guy called Jay Stacks, and it's a song about fucking girls on a hoverboard. Like that's the kind of stupid shit that would just pop up in between and honestly it's so relatable. Like it's just that one of those mentalities, like it's yeah, dude, it's gonna take some time. Like it's gonna take like I don't think it's completely like sunk in yet. It's like every day I'm just like trying to return to normal function, because this is something like his brother also, like me and his brother are like chatting like more than ever like right now.
Right.
And like literally I was chatting with him like while I took that break. And he was what was he saying? He was like, yeah, I'm trying to, like, he went back to work like not even like 5 days later. I was like, dude, take a little bit of time. Like, you might want to take a little bit of time. He's like, no man, like what's the point? Like he'd want us to like get back on that horse like super quick. And I was like, yeah. Like, and it's true. Like he'd be the first one to say like, stop being a little bitch and like just get on with it. Like get on with your life.
Right.
So like we're all kind of, and that's the thing, like because across like every circle, like there's so many people carrying so many different parts of it, like in terms of his influence and stuff. Yeah, dude, we're all just trying to celebrate him in some way, shape, or form. And my way is just like be a little more fearless in life, dude. This shit is fucking too short. And Aisha's also noticed it. Like she's like, you've become like a lot more decisive, and that was happening anyways. Like usually, like I'd mull over a decision like for a very very long time. Then I started getting more decisive. Like for the last 3 weeks, it's kicked into like hyperdrive. It's like it's straight a yes or no. Like do it, commit to it, just fucking do it.
Right.
Worry about it later. Why would you worry about it?
You were talking about plane of existence.
Yeah. Yo, give me 1 second, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Since it's being recorded and put on YouTube, I don't want everybody to see every time I get up to go take a leak.
Oh, okay. I thought you got a call or something.
No, I've just been like pounding water.
Right.
That's another thing. Like now because I've gone into this like this mortalistic kind of vein of thought, I'm just like, yeah, beetroot juice and water is all I'm gonna fucking do.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's an illness in itself, but it'll pass. Like it's just like right now, like it's just what I'm feeling, and I'm just choosing to immerse myself in it like fully. Yeah, it's a weird one, man. Like these last couple of weeks have been like fucking tough.
Yeah. Especially when you consider, like, God willing that we live on till like 70, 60, 70 years old, and your cousin going when he was like 28, 29. Like, he's going to miss out on 40, 50 years of his life and your life. Like, the
Yeah,
future, what you're going to
our
live.
lives,
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah, well, future, what you're going to live with Aisha and then your kids and, everyone
No, we
else.
won't have kids. We'll have dogs.
Okay, dogs. Okay. And, he's going to miss out on all that. Like, it's tough to accept. It's just
Weird, man, because literally, like when I was chatting to him last, I was like, yeah, when the wedding is there, you have to come. And he's like, fuck yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
yeah.
And I wasn't able to make it to his funeral. And then, that other fucking realization in itself is just like, how? Like, how does it go from that to that? Like, how? I don't understand, like, the cosmic logic behind it. It makes no sense. Like it literally will never make any sense.
Yeah.
And that I think it's just going to be that emotional itch that will never be scratched. Like I'm never going to be able to reconcile as to why that happened.
Yeah.
Yo, he's back.
Yeah, bro.
Did you get that shawarma?
Huh? I got a shawarma.
Shawarma.
Like you were saying, you gotta get like a sandwich or the shawarma.
Yeah. From that same Lebanese place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like two places like I love that's like right next to me. So one is the Lebanese place, and then the other one is another Lebanese place, but it's like a different like they give like different stuff like a manaki shop. So one place is famous for the shawarmas and the shish tao, and the other place is famous for the manikis. So I'm mostly going to either of these places.
Yeah. I haven't eaten a shawarma in like fucking months, man. I think this whole year, 2020, yeah, I can't think of it.
Yo, I have a new favorite shawarma in Dubai.
What's that?
Al Safadi. If they fucking see that on YouTube, like, pay me. Yeah. No, but they're damn good, dude. Like, they've been around for like fucking 30 years and shit. And they're damn good, dude. Their shawarmas are like, I mean, it's really small and it's really expensive, but each one is just like perfection. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Nice. Is it the Lebanese style?
Yeah, Lebanese style. Like,
okay. Awesome.
It's there's a chicken, garlic sauce, French fries, and pickles. That's it.
Awesome.
Too dope.
Lebanese style is just like so simple and so delicious. Like it's like putting the 4 best ingredients in food industry or something.
Yeah. You don't need anything else in life to give you a stroke. You don't. Like each tablespoon of salt in that meat is just worth it. Yeah, it's amazing.
So have you guys gone to this Salt Bay guy's? Doesn't he have like a restaurant in Dubai?
Yeah, he has.
I've not been.
Dude,
it's bad, bro. Like you go there and like it's just so. First of all, the food is not that good. Salt Bay. If you see this on YouTube, fuck you. Your food sucks.
So it's like overpriced.
His food actually isn't that good. Like, dude, it's more of a show. Everybody, first of all, just comes there to see if he's at the restaurant, which he never is, unless like in Dubai. So he frequents Dubai more than often, mainly because a lot of footballers keep flying in.
Right, some VIPs.
So when they fly in, like they fucking have their like WhatsApp or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I'll be there, whatever. And he comes and he does the Instagram video that has like 1 million views, and then he fucks off back to wherever he is.
Right.
So
I'm sure he's making a lot more money off his Instagram page than his actual
dude,
restaurant.
he was in a DJ Khaled video, no? Like recently.
Yeah.
So
like through endorsements, he's making more money than his restaurant. Is my point.
Imagine the guy started out like fucking cleaning kitchens. Dude. Holy fuck, that's a success story right there for sure. But his food is shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's really not that good. There's nothing major about, dude. So one burger at his restaurant, the cheapest burger costs like close to 150 or 160 dirhams.
Holy shit.
And that's just the basic burger with like mayo and sauce types. That's like, there's nothing else.
Wow.
That's the basic burger.
Yeah. That's one thing
Everything
about like
else-
fine dining. I just can't understand how people charge that much.
He's like the Apple of food stuff. Like, you put an Apple logo on a burger and then you sell it for like $150.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Like with food, unless your ingredients are superior, which in cases like of meats, yeah, you can get different cuts of meats and how it's raised and all that. Understandably, you can increase the price of it. But like charging that much for a
it's mad. Crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Dude, you could get a goat for $150.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucking nuts.
You get a fucking goat.
You could raise your own goat.
Yeah, you could. No, you don't raise your own goat, but like $150, yeah, you can get a goat.
Yeah.
In India, at least for sure, you can get a goat.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
a
definitely.
breeding, a one that fucks. Like, yeah, you can get a goat.
Definitely, yeah.
It's crazy.
Crazy, dude. I mean, like, and dude, and now with this like pandemic, those fuckers have been brought to their knees because nobody's gonna spend $150 on a burger ever again.
Yeah.
Ever again. Like ever again. It's not about like after COVID, before ever again. There'll be like 3 people who will fly in or whatever, fly out to like dine in their place, and then Nusrat will like chop with his knives and
It's mainly just like the VIPs, just like, you know, really famous people.
VVIPs. Like it's a different level of VIPs, dude. Like people who dine there, just do it for like the celebrity of it. They don't dine there because the food is good. The food is not good.
Yeah. People who are there only because of the brand will never be there anymore. Because they're most likely just like middle class people who are just going for a nice evening out somewhere fancy.
Dude, middle class people would never go there. Would never. I'm like, we would never.
That's crazy for a burger. That's like $50 for a burger.
So I'm not saying I'm middle class. I think like maybe upper middle class also would never go there.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with being middle class. I feel like if I say I'm middle class, Ruben will call me out and say I'm an asshole.
Oh no. I'm saying like middle class guys, like they pretty much know the value of money. So $150 for a burger is like
I would never spend $150 on a burger.
Yeah, never. That's fucking dumb.
Ever.
Yeah.
You know how many burgers at McDonald's? That's 20 burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah, you
which
could
are
go to
better
McDonald's
burgers,
for the whole week.
Fundamentally better burgers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's another thing with food, like especially fine dining. You know, you can eat somewhere. I can understand like the experience of it, like if the whole ambience and the experience of the dining is equal to the money and the hype. Sure, it's worth paying. But like the actual food, you could probably go and have any street food and you'd probably eat something better. Or like much cheaper.
Okay, so there's a few. Okay, so when it comes to fine dining in Dubai, right, there are a few restaurants that are like incredible. That are really incredible and charge like mad money, right? Nusrat is one of those restaurants that charges mad money but is not good.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's probably about 60 or 70% of fine dining cuisine or experience. You know.
But in Dubai, they're super selective about like, so because like every restaurant has to deal with the economic authority as well. Right? They judge as to whether like you're fairly pricing your food.
Yeah.
Right? So, which is why like prices in Dubai would not be the same as prices in Canada. Like a Popeye's chicken sandwich would be different from like a Popeye's chicken sandwich in Canada.
Yeah.
But it's, so a few of the fine dining restaurants, like the very select few that I go to, they're all great. And I go there because like that's an experience that you can have only there and nowhere else.
Yeah.
Dude, Nusrat, you could do at home. You could his entire thing of like salt, fat, fire and meat, you could do it at home on a cast iron grill. There's literally I mean, you're literally paying to be at his restaurant. It's like a fucking club.
Right. Yeah.
So.
But that's how most of these ultra luxury items are, right? Across all the industries.
You're selling the experience.
But not celebrity chefs. Celebrity chefs. Like if you went to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, you'd go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant because he's a good cook and people vouch for his food. If you go to like
he may be a really good cook, but the whole point is, he may be a really good cook, but obviously he's not going to charge you what, like, I mean, Gordon Ramsay is not the only one who can make a particular dish that he's making. I'm sure
but
someone else can
there are some things that
no, I'm just saying, even all these celebrity,
right?
all these celebrity items are pretty much the same. They follow the same concept. It's for being associated with luxury. Like you associate with their name and then you pay for that. So I mean, random people make money off like the Kardashians, all these, like what's happening there? Just random people making money because they
imagine if Michael Jordan started making basketballs.
Definitely, yeah.
Imagine. Spalding, all these Nike guys, they're fucking dead. They're fucking dead.
Sure. If Messi had his own footballs, if Messi had his own footballs or like something like that,
yeah. Just imagine.
Exactly.
It's a thing. And people pay but that's the thing. Like now after this, dude, nobody's paying that kind of money ever again, unless it's a face mask. You might.
Even like companies like Apple and all, like the products they give don't make sense. Like some of them, they are game changing, but most of them, like the accessories and shit, it's like they make it for like I don't know, a couple of dollars and sell it for like X, like
$200,
$10,000, like $10,000 for your headphones, like it might as well be $10,000 for a like a middle class guy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Did you read that fucking thing about Bill Gates like shutting down all Microsoft physical locations?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't do that.
He's taking everything. Microsoft is going virtual, like 100%.
Oh, virtual. Nice. So no more Microsoft stores, huh?
No more Microsoft stores.
But now with the new Xbox One,
to be honest, I've never seen a Microsoft store in my life.
So. Yeah, even I've never seen Microsoft store. I think maybe it's very less.
Seen it,
it might just be like a big play, guys. Like you just were like, all stores, but you didn't have any stores. Shh.
No, yeah, there is one. Like the mall close by, it's one. So there's an Apple store which is like always packed, and there's a Microsoft store like right next to it, or like 2-3 stores ahead.
Which has my cousin Fred.
Yeah, which is not that packed, but its Xbox is like the biggest, biggest thing here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder now with the Xbox One coming out, like, can they really close it?
Xbox One?
Dude, they can't.
Yeah,
the PS5 Xbox is already like.
It's called Xbox One?
Yeah, Xbox One.
No. It's not called the Xbox One. The Xbox One is now, dude.
Oh, yeah, then what is it called?
I think it's called the Xbox 10 or some shit.
I forgot what it's called. Yeah, it looks like there's
like a cube. Xbox.
Yeah.
Let me check.
I forgot there was an Xbox, so it's irrelevant.
No, over here. So weirdly, over here, like the Xbox is much more popular.
Yeah, no, obviously not. North America, it's Xbox game. It's not the Sony game.
Yeah.
Sony game is this part of the world.
Yeah, the Xbox game is like. It's called the Xbox Series X.
Series X. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the Xbox is weirdly much more popular than the PlayStation.
Yeah, for sure, because it's from there, right? So, yeah.
So it looks like this weird cube, like the old Nintendo GameCube.
Dude, it looks like you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the freaking the Dreamcast.
Yeah, the Dreamcast. Yeah. So it looks like that. Yeah.
That's such a bad design factor, dude. Like. PS, like they nailed it with the fucking design.
That was something else. Yeah, that's like
PS looks cooler, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no PS doubt. Is like way cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see that on your table, like next to your TV. Yeah. You want to see that.
It's your home entertainment system for the next 10 years, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
When did the PS4 come out?
Almost 10
years. 2009? No, not 8. Definitely not. Was it 8?
No, 8-10 years back. Not like 2008. I think about 10 years back, maybe.
Right, let me check.
PS4 release date.
2013.
Oh, 7 years.
Yeah. November 15, 2013.
Oh, yeah, 2013. Oh, yeah, 2013. Oh, it's only 7 years, huh?
That's 7 years, okay.
But dude, 7 years is
PS3 was 2006.
time
So
for
basically,
something.
yeah, it's they're doing every 7 years. PS3 2006, PS4 2013,
Oh, okay.
PS5 2020.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, one thing about the Xbox is that its integration with Windows. Like if you have a Windows laptop, then because gaming PC, you can always game like better than console PCs. So you could have that cross-platform.
Dude, Sony's exclusives trumped that.
Yeah.
It's not even a competition, dude. Like
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this point, like it's not even a competition. Like honestly.
Yeah. So one thing with the Xbox is that what they've done.
Yo, I can't hear you.
You can hear me now?
Ruben say something, or is it just me? Oh, I think it's me.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah.
So one thing with the Xbox is that they are having like so PS5 has releases exclusively for the PS5, like some.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, but the Xbox is gonna release it on the One and the Series X. So they don't have any like exclusive Series X titles for now.
Oh, okay. For now, yeah. For now, yeah.
For now, yeah. Then later on, it'll just be Because the other thing is that because it's Windows, you can and Windows you can game at like a much higher, frame rate and gaming PCs are much more powerful than
True.
consoles. So yeah, that's
Yo,
one reason. It's
we can hear you.
You can hear us now?
We can hear you. Ashwin, can you hear us?
Let me just leave and come back.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't hear us, huh?
Yeah, you can't hear us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that is one thing with the Xbox. But yeah, I don't know about the exclusives. I guess PS has a lot more exclusives.
I guess the thing is, technically, I have I have a PS4 and the Xbox One S, right?
Okay.
So the thing is, what I felt about it is like, I mean, yeah, Xbox does have a lot of exclusives also. Like it's just that we don't know about it because we are all Sony people.
Yeah.
No, that's also there. So the thing is, Xbox has their Gears of War and I mean all that Halo and all that.
Halo is developed by Microsoft themselves.
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah. So all these they have the games, but the thing is, I guess, see, being like Sony people, like we don't know much about the world. So that's why I got the Xbox in the first place to see it. I would say okay. The thing is, definitely what you start with first. If you start with the Xbox, you can never like a PlayStation. And if you start with the PlayStation, you can't like an Xbox. Because it's like the
Apple
Mac,
and
Apple and the Android kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like you just can't like you can't like it because both are like totally separate.
And different.
Yeah. And the thing is, Sony has an edge in terms of the cult following because they started way before Xbox. So the cult following is for Sony.
Yeah.
That's where Sony comes in. So like I got the Xbox, like I just got the Xbox like 3 years back. Like I got the One S because I want to see what the Xbox is about. So initially I hated it, but then I realized that okay, I'm hating it because I'm a Sony guy. I just want this to experiment. But they have exclusive games. They have all these Gears of War, Halo, and a few other games. But obviously, it's like it's a different world.
Yeah.
The only one that's worth it is Halo. Everything else is okay.
They have more games, bro. They have Gears of War. They have very good exclusive games. It's just that we are aware of that.
Name 5 exclusive Xbox games.
Dude, I have played. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we are all PS5, PlayStation people. We don't know anything about Xbox. If you search right now, you'll find it. And I don't know because I have only played those few, and I tried it for the experience. Now the thing is, it's a whole different world. It's like an Android guy trying to use an Apple, and he's like, "What the hell is this?"
No, so I've played. So I remember like when I was living in the UK, I played the PS3 and the Xbox 360 simultaneously.
Right. Yeah.
And just all around, like I was still like, I think the PS3. No, I had a PS2 before that, and a PlayStation, but like I was playing them both in tandem, like with no bias, because like obviously like.
The thing is, it's not possible to have no bias. You cannot have no bias. You cannot have no bias. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I have both of them, and I played like okay, I have the PS4 and the Xbox One S, right? So initially I thought I had no bias. Xbox One S, yeah, I have it.
What's the One S?
That is the second last Xbox, meaning one upgraded one, like a PS4 Slim or something like that.
Like a PS4 Pro.
Yeah, like something like that. Okay. Yeah. So I have now it's with my friend. I give it to him for playing because I stopped playing. So I got it because I wanted to see what Xbox is about, and I had some extra cash. So thing is, initially I thought I had no bias, and I just started hating the console. I'm like, what is this? Why is it loading so slow? Blah blah blah. And like I started hating it. So I thought I'm being like neutral. But a few months down the line, I realized that I'm a PlayStation guy. It's not possible for me to love this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like we are coming from different worlds. You cannot like.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you when you say that. Okay, yeah, you're coming in from different worlds, but just overall, like, yeah. But I would say, I think the main thing as PlayStation guys, like, first off, the controller is garbage. Like, it's difficult to adjust to.
PS5's controller is PlayStation controller is way better. Like, and the thing is,
but they copied the design of the Xbox One. The longer sort of control, like it rests in your palm. Like the PS5 one. Have you seen the controller? Like it sort of is like the Xbox controller.
Oh, I didn't see it.
We won't know till we actually hold it. But I don't think they've actually copied the Xbox controller.
And
like I guess it's the design of it.
Google Stadia has copied the PS controller basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think like as in terms of ergonomics, in terms of gaming, I think the PlayStation controller, which has been the fucking same since Generation 1, hands down, like is win.
Yeah, but they've that's what the PS5 and the PS4, the ergonomically they've sort of adopted, not copied, like adopted the Xbox style. Like it's a little more like the handlebar is it's a longer handlebar. Yeah. Anyways, continue.
Maybe I haven't seen those sides of it yet, but potentially I'm waiting. Like I hope it's reasonably priced. It's the best time to buy a fucking console and like get into the new gaming world as well.
So they are saying like it's supposed to be at $599. No, actually $499 US. So I don't know how much that is, but that's about like 700 Canadian, something like that.
Like 1,800 or something.
Yeah. $499 US for the one with the disc, and $449 without the digital edition.
No, I'm getting the disc one for sure, dude. 100%.
I'll be getting the no disc one because I'm pretty much already no disc on my PS4.
Yeah.
No. Dude, stuff like Last of Us and stuff, like you need to own the copy, dude.
Yeah.
You need it.
You can
the
buy
only
the copy,
problem
but
is
you
that
you don't need it. Like for like you can just like buy it separately and just like put on the show. You don't need it.
No, but suppose you say you have to move, okay, and suppose you have to go to a country which doesn't have like incredible internet speed, then you're fucked. Then you can't play these like super high gaming console frame rate games.
You go to engineer and like freaking Machu Picchu or something, like you're not gonna have like internet.
Even if you go to Kerala, for example, maybe you might not have.
Hey, fuck you, Kerala has great internet connection, bastard.
Okay. I'm saying, suppose you're like in the backwater.
Mbps, bro.
So that's pretty good.
250 is pretty fucking good. You just need a decent one because I think I have like, I think mine is 20 Mbps or something. So that's even 10 is fine. Even 10 Mbps is fine because you're not going to like be on the internet like doing so. It's fine. It's like you just have a normal connection these days. These days the normal connection is more than enough.
So how does like the PS4 like you download the game onto your hard disk?
You download the game online.
Or you're just streaming it?
It comes with the hard disk.
It's not streaming. You
buy it and then download.
You install it.
Okay.
Yeah, you install it.
Oh, you install it. Okay.
It's basically it's like installing an app. It's the same thing. You buy it
but you download the whole thing. Because Google Stadia works like just streaming. You don't download shit.
Okay, that's different. Like, streaming is different. Yeah, that is different. Maybe Stadia is like that. I don't know about Stadia. But PS4 and all, you buy the game, it will be there in your library. So when you install it, it will install like 60, 80,
okay, if you're downloading it, then it's fine. Then
it's all attached to your profile. So now, like, if I have if Ruben and I have like a PlayStation and like, I don't know, it falls out the window and it cracks, I could buy another PlayStation, log into my own this thing, and then I download my entire catalog all over.
Okay. It's like it's like an app store, sort of.
Yeah, it is it's basically an app store.
Yeah.
So once you're done with the game, you can delete it from your hard drive.
Okay.
Put it in your library, and if you want to play it again, you have to install it again. That's all. Nothing.
Okay. Like then it's fine. Then you don't need like I guess you just need good internet speed to download the game. But
for a normal game, you just need playing it is fine. Yeah, for a normal game, you just need like normal internet speed. Normal. And if you want to play like games like, I don't know, Fortnite or PUBG or something like that, okay, possibly, bit higher.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Tekken online with a couple of friends, and the speed that we have over here is dope. Like we can actually
Yeah.
Play it.
yeah,
Yeah. Like real time.
yeah, it's real time. It's all real time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty
So
good
far,
actually.
so good. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
just
one
been
thing what they've
smashing.
upgraded big time is the hard disk. So now it's like SSDs.
Ah, it's SSD, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's not
It's blazing
HDD. So
fast.
it's super
Yeah.
fast. Yeah, both consoles.
So
Essentially,
SSDs first came
Nice.
out with the PS3 because I remember the first PS3 I ever owned was a PS3 Slim, and at that point I think it had like a, a 125 or a 256 GB SSD drive, and
Oh,
we were
damn.
like, oh my, that was 10 years ago. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was like, no, this is not possible. This is a lie. And then like I did some tinkering because like my flatmate at the time, he was like, yeah, you can just take it out and add like a two 500 GB hard disks to kind of like store your game data. And we did that. Like my PS3 was like it still is. It's still running and it's still a monster. Like
Nice.
hold on guys, I'm just getting a call. One sec.
Yeah.
yeah. For me, like I own the original PS Slim.
Oh, okay, okay.
After that, I've not had a console. Like I have a Nintendo. Like I bought my brother a Nintendo 3DS. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
that's
okay.
the new one. Or yeah, I guess no. What is it? Nintendo Switch, the one you
Oh,
connect
you
to
got the
the.
Switch.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. That's really awesome,
I
actually.
haven't played it. It looks
Yeah,
amazing though.
yeah, yeah. Like this guy, so he's loaded like Pokemon something and Mario Kart Go. So Mario Kart Go is like you can play it with friends and all. It's fucking amazing.
So
But
this
Pokemon
is
is
the
like
one
on
you
the
can play
go.
on your TV. This is the one you can play on your TV or on the go, right?
Yeah, yeah, both. You can do both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you can connect it to your TV via HDMI and all. There's like a separate switch.
Nice.
And then you dock it and you can play with those joysticks. It's like two
Yeah.
tiny joysticks.
Right.
And then you can take it on the go. So
Yeah.
Pokemon is a game where you have to be on the go, like it's a handheld thing. Whereas
Definitely.
Mario Kart is like, on the TV. So
Okay,
that's a
okay.
pretty cool concept. But yeah,
That's
I've not owned any. Like I've had the 3DS, the small one, but that's a long time back.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So this would be a nice one to.
Yeah. Even I missed out a few consoles in between. Like I missed out on the PS3, because I was in college that time and all that. And PS4 also, I even though I have it, I've been like not playing way. I mean, like I couldn't play most of the time. I couldn't play on because I'd be like, after work is very difficult.
Yeah.
Then sometimes if work is intense, like weekends are gone, or I'm going somewhere else for work. So it's because of work, like I couldn't like play too much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, nowadays I'm trying to make more time, so it's good. But the good thing is we are at least keeping the gaming streak alive. Most people have like left it.
Yeah.
As they grow up, they're not they simply don't have time or the passion. So
Yeah.
it's good that we are like keeping it going. Yeah.
No, now like so did you hear about this Mixer thing?
Which one?
Mixer?
Mixer? No.
So you've heard about Twitch, right?
Oh, okay, the game streaming, like
Yeah, the streaming thing. So because
yeah.
gaming on PCs is apparently even bigger than I thought it was. So people like
Okay.
play it on their PC and they stream it online and then people watch it on
Oh,
Twitch.
okay.
So there's
Right.
this guy Ninja, okay, this really famous
Okay.
gamer, I guess. He was on Twitch and he had like some crazy amount of subscribers, like 10 million or 20 million, something crazy.
Oh, damn.
So this guy moved
Okay.
from Twitch to Mixer, which was owned by Microsoft, and they gave him like this really good contract. I forget how much it was, but in the tens of millions of dollars just to play games and stream
Yeah.
it, to get all these people from Twitch onto Mixer. And
Okay.
Mixer didn't work in total. Like it didn't really work. So now Microsoft is teaming up with Facebook to do this on Facebook Live. It's called Facebook Live Gaming or something.
Oh, nice.
And
That's easy.
yeah, because apparently Twitch is like this giant in game streaming. And
I've heard about it like for the last 10 years, but I've never bothered to like open it up. I should just check it out.
So it's like this giant on game streaming, and the other close competitor is YouTube. But YouTube doesn't only have game streaming; they have like everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy. So he was bought out by Mixer, Microsoft. then that didn't work, so they released him from his contract. So he's getting paid by Microsoft now, and he's back on Twitch,
Okay.
and he's getting paid by Twitch also.
Right.
So yeah, like I don't know if you can do it with consoles, but like apparently gaming streaming is like a
Okay.
huge thing. If you have a really incredible gaming PC, you can pull it off.
Right.
So yeah, Twitch is like it's basically like the YouTube for gaming,
Nice.
and people get paid like a shitload of amount. So I'm like, in these content creating things, people create content out of like everything they do. It's fucking, it's fucking nuts.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
The thing is, there are like billions of us around the world. Like,
Yeah.
okay, difficult for us to imagine. Like, we'll be like, okay, who's going to see this? Like, but then somebody puts a video, and then like then we realize that like there are like billions of people, and a 0.01% interest would be like a lot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. If you show like, because our interests are so varied amongst the whole spectrum of population, like you could have content for literally anything, and you'd have people who would follow that, like
That's
out of
true.
nowhere,
Okay.
whatever. Because even on YouTube, so have you heard of this guy PewDiePie?
Oh yeah. I haven't checked out his videos, but I've heard of him.
Yeah, so apparently this guy started off as a gamer. Like he was just a gamer who was streaming whatever he was playing, like Fortnite and all that. Not Fortnite, I guess before Fortnite, whatever was there like 10 years ago on YouTube.
Right.
And then he started like this huge fan following because he was a little funny and all. I've not seen any of his videos, but this was again a podcast I was listening to. And all these guys, all these people started following him. And it grew up to so big that he's the most subscribed guy on YouTube. Like with more than like 100 million subscribers.
100 million,
yeah.
I haven't checked out his stuff. Maybe randomly I saw a video or something. But the thing is, I remember him and T series are on race.
Having
right?
that, yeah.
Because him and T series are pretty much like the 100 million mark, and they were always, you know.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, there was a competition, for them being 1 and 2.
Yeah, there was a competition.
Yeah.
So like 1 and 2, like PewDiePie and like
T series.
Yeah. So all the Indian guys on Facebook and all is like they keep saying like you need to support your T series. And ironically right now there is a de-support T series going on because of the nepotism issue. So it's just madness.
Oh shit! That thing is taken on a completely different like
form. We were just talking about how the initial competition was between PewDiePie and T series, and Indians kept saying support T series, and now it's the other way around. Indians taking T series down.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Like we were just talking about, all these different contents. Like, so we were talking about. Have you heard of this guy Ninja? This gamer?
Yeah, the gamer.
Yeah, and how Mixer, like Microsoft's sort of Twitch competitor, failed, and now this guy's back on Twitch, and he's got so many followers, and he makes like crazy amount of money just to like play Fortnite or something like that, like a PUBG or
Dude,
something.
So Uber, like we had a partnership with him in like America. Like Uber partnered with him for like something.
Yeah. Nice. And same thing. PewDiePie started off as a gamer in which he was streaming like whatever he was playing.
PewDiePie
which is basically which is basically what we did like back in high school. We used to play, and people used to sit next to us and watch us play.
And listen to our comments. We're like, hey, like that's basically what he does. That's basically been PewDiePie from day one till now.
Yeah. And he grew from like nothing to 100 million subscribers. Like that's fucking insane. Like 100 million subscribers.
I mean,
I'll just join you in 10 minutes.
And now he covers more than just gaming. He covers like whatever, everything.
Most political parties don't have that kind of clout, dude. 100 million? Yeah, it's a joke. Come on. Dude, that trim is looking down. Did you like shape the lines as well on the side?
No, that guy did it. This thing here?
Oh, you got this done at like a barber?
Yeah. He did it, yeah. Or she did it, yeah.
It
took her like, because I anyways had a very short crew cut. So I just said, just like I wanted to go like bald.
Yo, be careful, bro. Like you look like a GTA character. Now's not the time in North America.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I look like a Mexican like skinhead or something.
Yeah, you look like a Vato. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like Narcos, one of those guys. Like because
don't,
of the sun now, like I'm super tanned also. Like I'm much browner.
like, I can look like what I look because of where I am.
Yeah. That's true.
You're in a place where shit.
That's
Do you
true.
want a knee to the throat? Like, I don't know. It's fucking it's too
Yeah,
soon.
that's
But
the
humor is
we,
the only way forward.
yeah, we are the majority there, so no problem over there. But over here, yeah, I look like a Mexican skinhead. Like if I was in Texas or something, I'd be definitely like fucking arrested or something, you know. Yeah. Like a drug dealer.
Yeah.
So yeah, she
Not like
went and she asked me, she's like, how much do you want
show me
it?
the other side. Yeah, that's fucking crisp, dude. Like what she used, like a 1.5
No,
overall.
this was a point 0.5. Like it was just like
Oh,
super
damn.
thin. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I asked her first for a 1. She did it at the back, and then I was like, no, I need it even finer.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, this is the lowest we have. Otherwise, you have to go bald. I was like, okay, you know, I can't go bald. Let me do this. So then,
No, it's dope though. It's
yeah.
like you literally like it's damn tight. You look like a basketball player.
I've never had it this tiny though. This is like really, really small.
It's not about the length. It's about the shaping. The frame on that she's done, like it's damn dope. Like next time, ask her to keep the sideburns a little low though. Like she made it like
this thing, it's way too high. Yeah.
Super high.
Yeah. Because again, the beard, I actually wanted to keep it, but then it looked too like I can't go to work like that. You know, I look like so I was like, you know what, just remove it. I look like out of a movie, or I look like Kratos. Like I don't look real.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it does. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like at my work with the older people I work with, it just wouldn't fly. So I'm like,
fair enough. What's the scene on Michelle coming to Canada? Is everything getting sorted?
I don't know. Like India, these guys just keep. So apparently, this one day Bharat flights, like US banned it because they were like, look, this is clearly like price gouging. Because if you had to do rescue mission flights or repatriation flights for US citizens or, you know, Indian citizens, but with US visas, like you wouldn't have charged this much, nor would you have had like as less departures from India to repatriate these, because they only have flights to North America from Delhi. Okay. So clearly there's a north base, a north bias to it being done, because from Chennai, from Bangalore, from Hyderabad, from Mumbai, these are 4 giant hubs where people fly, like especially to the US, like in tech, especially Chennai and Hyderabad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Bangalore.
So they're like, what the fuck? What are you doing? So US banned those flights, like Air India flights. You can't come in here. So now now other countries have followed suit, saying that, look, this is clearly like, this is price gouging. Like you've locked down the country and you're only allowing Air India, which is a subsidiary of the Indian government, to fly citizens abroad at like a double or triple the price. It's not even, repatriation flights are supposed to be like either at cost price. Yeah. Or like actual rescue where it's like free, you know. But clearly this is not like a airplane being hijacked situation where you have to fly them for free. This is like, okay, fine. So they banned that. So now these Vande Bharat flights are under a big threat. And so my dad told me by July 15th, apparently they might open up the whole country for flying.
Right.
But we don't really know. So even
you might have to start a new call though.
Yeah, it's 1 minute 30. Yeah. So even Dubai, like there's a lot of people who are flying to Dubai and back to India, but Emirates can't go there, and Emirates is like one of the biggest flyers. So I think even Dubai will say, you know, fuck these Vande Bharat flights.
No, for sure. They won't allow it. Yeah.
Because the Dubai government is losing crazy amount of money. Okay, I'll send another
link. I'll join back on that. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Homes. Yeah.
Where did Ruben go?
I think he's gone on a call or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you talking about?
I can't remember.
Oh shit, we have to go like super meta and go back to the video.
Wait, let me see what we were talking about.
Oh shit! It's like a live recording. You have like the files right there.
No, it's already like sort of recorded, and like the file is rendered.
Oh, dope. That's like right there and there.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the Vande Bharat flights. Yeah. So now let's see. Now it's supposed to be July 15th is when they are supposed to lift the lockdown thing, but God knows. I don't trust the government to do shit, man. So no idea.
Dude, right now I don't trust anybody. I mean, except like a few people, like you guys and shit. Like obviously,
Yeah.
but
No, and no central power authority figure. I can't trust them.
can't trust him, won't trust him. Like it's just not happening.
Because in the last like 2 months or 3 months, like since India's lockdown, they have not worked on any other steps than locking down. Like the testing is there, but the testing hasn't been ramped up because there's only so much they can test.
Everything is just about the election. It's just about the Bihar elections right now.
Yeah.
Even that whole like China like intrusion that happened. If you saw like Modi's tweet, he was like, "Yeah, the people of Bihar will understand. The people of Bihar, I salute the people of Bihar." Fuck off, Modi! If you watch this on YouTube, fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, it's politicians, like everyone ramped up to the crazy degree of just being re-elected. That's all they care about. Like it's infuriating. Like even here, like local Canadian politics is not covered as much as American politics. So you constantly hear about Trump, Biden, Republicans, Democrats, Republicans. It's like constantly. It's can't get away from it.
No, but in a way, that's kind of good because I feel like, I mean, obviously, I'm speaking from an extreme outsider perspective. The reason I feel like I don't hear a lot about Canadian politics is because there isn't that much infighting, or there isn't that much. There's no like ideological extremes between the right and the left. There's more of a cohesive middle ground where everybody is kind of okay, like together. We don't like this, we don't like that, we don't like this, we don't like that. This is where like we as a people need to be to move forward. And that's basically what politics should be.
And it's a very centrist government.
Recently,
like it's a very centrist government, left-leaning, because Trudeau is a little left. He does do a lot of pandering.
God bless Trudeau, man. God bless.
But he does do a lot of pandering.
Live there for another 30 years, which is what I expect my life. Like.
So he was re-elected last year. So now he's got 4 more years till 2020.
And what? Wait, a prime minister in Canada has got like unlimited terms?
No, only 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he's done.
Who's his opposition?
So they have like, so he's in the Liberal government. Then there's the Conservative government. Then there is the NDP. That's the New Democratic Party. And then there's the Green Party. They are like super low. The Green Party doesn't count. And then there's also the Quebecois, which is like mainly Quebec.
So speaking.
So there are 5 parties in total.
The George St. Pierre, like
guys. Yeah. So those guys initially wanted, this was even before I got here, they wanted a Quebec to be a country.
Politics, you have to squat with your knees, yeah.
His French accent is like French to English accent is the funniest.
I was watching a video of him like talking. So he does a lot of like these workouts like with like these. So he does a lot of workouts in his pool, which with the aqua resistance things. Like, and he was talking about these like quick deadlifts with this aqua wheel kind of technology that like he's using right now. With like ankle weights and shit. And like, dude, I love the guy, but like every time I hear him talk about anything, I'm just like, oh, it's just one of those signature voices.
Yeah.
You just know.
Yeah, you just know. Yeah. So so those guys.
Not impressed with your performance. Like
he's too like machine-like, in his talking, but with a French accent. Like even the way he talks, like what he's talking about is very like point specific. you know.
It's like if the French Terminator was your best friend.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of guy. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you do this? Like, it's so good. It's, dude, GSP was like a goat though.
Yeah, he was. He was huge, man, over here. Like,
Still is, dude. Like, fuck, he is like
Yeah.
literally still logically
Yeah,
the
he
lineal
is. But when he
champion,
was
because
champion,
he's not been beaten yet.
yeah. No, but
So the whole lineal concept means that GSP, like, as long as he doesn't come back to fight for the middleweight title,
yeah,
will forever be the lineal middleweight champion.
that's true. Yeah, like when he was fighting and he was welterweight king for like 5 years, however long he had that crown, like you could talk MMA to like anyone on the streets, like anyone as in like our age, not like super old people, but like our age, and they would talk about Saint Pierre. You know, he was like the biggest star in Canada. Like he was the biggest, because I remember when the UFC first came here in 2011, and it was UFC 150 something. He fought.
One in Montreal, right? Like, who did he fight?
Montreal was the first one, but in Toronto, the first one they had was. Well, let me check. Because I was there, I wasn't there at the stadium, but 2-3 days before 129, USP versus Jake Shields. Yeah, sorry, GSP versus Jake Shields. Yeah. So that fight, like
he jabbed the fuck out of him till like he died, basically.
Yeah. So it was so huge here. They had it in like the baseball stadium downtown, and there was about 55,000 people, and that had the highest gate till like McGregor, Nate Diaz. So it was like.
Really? Like in Canada, I mean, all time.
In all of UFC, in UFC history, it had the biggest gate.
Shields was like GSP Shields was like higher than McGregor Diaz.
No,
higher.
till that. Like McGregor Diaz beat it.
Wait, 1 or 2? Because I think one is number 2 on all time. Like out of the top 5 fights.
No, I'm talking about gate, not the pay-per-view buy.
Oh, the gate.
Yeah. Because there were 50,000 people. I think the gate was like 12-13 million. And the Diaz, the second fight, like blew it. The second fight and even the Eddie Alvarez fight and even the Khabib, like every McGregor fight after that made records.
You buy his retirement?
I don't know, man. This guy, I think it's like all of them want to retire. So John Jones also is like, I'll step away for like 3 to 5 years because all of them want to get paid. So I don't buy that.
Right now, they're to play the devil's advocate. They're also kind of kicking Dana when he's down because he knows like nobody's gonna buy the shit on PPV like
without the stars. Yeah.
Like him, Masvidal. Who was the other one?
John Jones.
No, that was like John Jones, Masvidal, and there was a third guy who was like chatting about this.
McGregor.
No, not McGregor. Apart from this, there was one other high-profile dude who was just like, I think I can sit out.
Yeah. Even Masvidal is like sort of walking away. Like I don't buy McGregor's thing because he's pulled that shit too many times.
I don't buy Masvidal's thing either because like, dude, the UFC gave him like a massive platform. Like, he's not gonna get that like anywhere else.
Yeah. And there are fights to be made. Like this guy can fight 2-3
like John Jones, McGregor. Okay, I buy those guys like not getting their share of the money.
Yeah.
Masvidal like he's just like Nava, dude. Like he just he's been in the fight game for like what 20 years, like 17 years at least, but as a star or whatever, like
superstar, this is the first time,
One year. That's it.
That Ben Askren knockout made him a superstar. Otherwise he was just a guy. Like
I'd say the Till knockout made him like
he stopped him.
Was an unbeatable monster.
He stopped him like at home that too in Liverpool. He stopped him. So yo, what's up?
What's up?
God damn!
What's going on?
Jitin's my jam.
What's up?
How you doing, man? Where's Ruben?
He was there. I don't know. He just
want to get another sandwich.
Yeah.
Hungry motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Can't really
So
go
how's it going, man?
All good.
This has been a
You took it all off?
Yeah, today only I just got it. Like I wanted to go bald actually, but I didn't have the balls to go bald, so just went like super
You're,
short.
you're, you're like 90% there.
Yeah, 95 I would say. It's fucking nothing, man. You can see my skull. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing.
You can see your head. You can't
Yeah.
see your skull.
Yeah, my head, yeah. Yeah, this is the first time I've gotten it this short, so it feels really like I feel naked, you know. It's like you guys
But it's really cold.
But you
It's really cold out there, right?
No, now it's hot. It's hot. Like it's summer. Finally,
Yeah, but
man.
then
Fuck. If
Hey,
it's
you
what is
find
up?
a lot of air going
so
all over the place.
yeah. So
What is summer temperature?
right now it's 28. So it's yeah.
Aye. Chha,
No, I mean
what is
it's
that?
that's hot, man. This is
That
different heat
shit.
though. No, this is different heat. Like the Dubai heat is humid heat. It's like,
Yeah.
sticky
My
heat.
sister told me what it is. This is
Yeah.
like India in March.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
exactly how she explained
super
it.
dry heat. Like there's no humidity. I mean, there is humidity. It's very low though.
And
It's extremely.
Canada doesn't have fans and shit, right?
No, we don't have fans here. Yeah, it's only
Oh
AC,
shit.
AC
But
or no AC. Yeah, simple.
but you have like AC. Yeah.
Yeah, there is AC. Yeah. So like the heat, the UV heat, like the UV rays are much more higher here than in Dubai. So that's why you can see me like
Okay.
super brown right now. Like my face and everything is fucking tanned.
That's what I was saying, brother. You look like a vata, orale.
Yeah, just speak some broken English and some Spanish, and yeah, that's it. I can be like Breaking Bad, basically, or Better
Good luck
Call
before
Saul.
you get shot.
Yeah, Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But also now with this fucking cut, I'm realizing how symmetrically like round your head is.
Proportional head is
yeah.
his head
I've
is.
got like a Joe Rogan type head, man. That's what I realized. Like, but it's big.
Yeah.
Like he also has a big head, actually. Yeah.
It's a skull and a half. Like
Yeah.
it's a
Like I never thought I could do the bald look, but I think I can. Like you could do the bald look, but grow a beard. I think I
you
can
need
do
a
it.
beard, yeah. You need a beard or like some hair like downstairs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how are you doing,
And
Ajay?
all good, bro. Just finished work. Today, Saturday, also still had to go to the office.
Right.
Things are
How are
just
things going there?
picking up now slowly over here for me because my business is only runs during the summer season, right? I'm the air conditioning business, so
Right.
Oh
now
no.
it's a good time, yeah. So things are like heating
Oh
up.
fuck.
Plus,
Next 2 months means like you're gonna be on you're gonna be chilling, literally.
yeah, that's not me. My boss is.
Fucker, get the pun.
Right.
Tonight there's a
Got it.
UFC fight night.
It's the Hookup Warrior one?
Yeah. Hook up
No.
or
Yeah. I'll watch it in the morning. Yeah.
yeah.
So I have like I have a few projects like to do like tomorrow. So in the wake of everything that happened in like the last like couple of weeks, I just needed something that I could like do quietly that didn't require me to talk to anyone and just like be with myself and focus. So I went and got myself like a gunpla kit, and I'm gonna start building
what?
like gunpla.
What's that?
Have you heard of this series called Gundam Wing?
No.
That is the mobile suit.
Mobile Suit Gundam, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've seen those plastic models that require hours and hours of building, right?
Yeah, right.
So I got myself one of those models, and that's what I'm gonna get started on tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mean like those Lego Gundams, like something like that?
It's not a Lego. It's way more complicated because there's like hip ball joints and like different shit you have to fucking. It's like even if you sit like straight through it and you know what you're doing, it's about like a 5-hour build. So I expect this to take at least.
How big is it?
So this one is not too big. It's like maybe this much. It's like a 5 to 6. Yeah, it's like a 6-inch thing.
Okay.
But I expect it to be fairly complex. But I also went and like got everything I needed to do it. So I'm just gonna like throw myself into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's something constructive.
Yeah. Plus, it looks fucking dope when it's finished. Like from what I've seen like online. So
Right.
I just told like Aisha like I'm gonna start like making all the cool shit for our house like right now.
Have you watched the Gundam shows on Netflix?
So I haven't watched any of the shows. I literally just got into it because like I was really intrigued by the complexity of the build itself and the amount of effort that goes into building like a hand type thing. So it's one of those God mode level things where you build everything and just like fucking there's this massive thing in front of you.
Massive thing that comes out. It'll be something like that.
Not massive, but complex. Like these are one of the few like models that have. So you know how your foot bends where there's a toe, and then your heel bends, and you can like the feet on these things can do everything a human foot can, basically.
Wow.
That is complex.
Yeah, that's
it's super
impressive.
complex.
Yeah.
So I
remember back in the day, I had this Hasbro Transformers that you had to build from scratch. So it used to be the Optimus Prime that he gets like his maxed out with the jetpack and all that. This is like probably like.
You mean when he merges with Skyfire, basically?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So with the jetpack and the aircraft wings are all on the back of it. Yeah. So that I remember like building those like.
Yeah, they look amazing.
Yeah.
I was in the store, like that's the store.
I know.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
So this Gundam will be pretty damn good, dude. Oh, sweet.
Dude, Gundam and Transformers like started around the same time. Like Gundam, I think probably started earlier.
Yeah, they all came out like in the 80s.
Gundam started in the 70s.
70s, huh?
Yeah. Gundam is the original.
You remember back in
the original Ninja Robots, the original Jaeger. Gundam is the
original. Yeah. I think Gundam is the one where from there only Ninja Robots had come out, right?
No. Gundam, the Ninja Robots came out from something different. Gundam has its own legacy, and they're also, interestingly enough, the same company that owns the Tekken franchise. So obviously there's mad love there.
Bandai
owns Gundam.
Yo. Finish your sandwich?
Yep.
You went for a second sandwich?
No. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm having wheat biscuits.
Oh, okay. Digestive, yeah. Those are nice.
Get those.
So trippy.
Clean that colon. You never know.
It's a freaking traffic jam in there.
It's fucking Sheikh Zayed.
What were you guys talking about? Games.
We're talking about I was talking about so I like for this next week I just wanted something I could throw myself like just and be like quiet and like work on and build something. So I went and got one of those Gundam kits. So Gundam is like this Japanese franchise which is like all like mobile suits, like pilots in like Jaegers, basically Pacific Rim, but in the 70s. But the Jaegers are fighting each other.
Is that a series?
No, Kaiju.
Is that a series?
It's dope. It's fucking sick.
Yeah,
I've done so much research and got so much information on Gundam. Like, but I haven't watched the series. But I bought
Netflix.
It's there on Netflix. There are a couple of them. Watch the Iron Blood Gundam, and there's one more, Evangelion something. But the Iron Blood Gundam is very good. You should check it out.
So the Iron
This
Blood
is about Kaiju? This is about Kaiju. Because I love Kaiju.
It's just robot versus
there's no
robot.
Kaiju.
Oh, okay.
Oh, kaijus are amazing.
I love the first movie that what is it called?
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, Pacific Rim. Yeah, fucking amazing.
Oh, that was mad, dude. That was
First
such a
movie
trip.
is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I saw the second one. I didn't really like it, but
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. So on PS4, dude, we were discussing this game Titanfall 2, right? Man, that is amazing. It's very good. Like it brings back very good memories of the Jaeger because that thing is basically an automatic thing. Yeah. So it can function on its own or it can function with you inside it, right? So when there's a heavy battle or something and you want to get out, it can just take you and put you aside and you start firing and this thing fires on its own. All that crazy shit.
Shit, really?
Oh,
I
sweet.
mean, basically, yeah, it's like basically getting into a Jaeger. So you can get out and fight on your own, or you can get back inside. The robot will pick you up and put you inside it, and then you can fight with the robot. You know, it's mad. It's awesome.
Titanfall,
It's
huh?
pretty awesome. Yeah,
I've heard
Titanfall 2. It's very cheap.
Titanfall 2 specifically.
Yeah, Titanfall 2. Yeah, it's very cheap right now. I think you can get it for $10 or something. So it's pretty good.
It was like $4 or something. No, when I.
Oh, so that's cool. It's pretty awesome. Definitely worth it. It's like a Jaeger Call of Duty. You know, it's like it's not very.
Exactly that. It is exactly a Jaeger Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's not very complicated. So you can have fun like just firing. You know?
Jaeger Call of Duty is a good explanation, dude. It's very spot on.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
What's happening in Qatar, man? Like, how are
Dude.
things looking?
Qatar is now in a point of no return. They don't care. Everything's opening up.
Oh yeah. So pretty much like UAE.
Yeah, cases are falling now. Now we are in the 3 digits now, thankfully. So they are saying that there's no problem, but then the number of deaths have increased.
Oh.
Yeah, it's now daily 2, 3, 4, 5 like that.
Okay.
So
Here also,
hopefully by
because the economy is
soon.
completely open.
Yeah. No, they have no choice but to open it. But then
Yeah, totally.
the restrictions and lockdown and all is completely taken off, you know?
Yeah. Even our lockdown, it was taken back like 3 days back. 3 days back, we had the 10 to 6 lockdown every day.
Okay.
10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that was taken out like 3 days back. So now the country is completely open.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
What's happening with your work and all that? Any updates on that? Or you're just chilling?
No, nothing.
Oh.
I mean, I'm applying, but no responses. Because I think thousands of people are applying. Like it's madness.
Yeah, of course.
Like today, I saw one post, like one of the job applications on LinkedIn. Yeah. So that job, close to 6,000 people applied. 6,000 people saw the post. So that's 6,000 views. Out of that, 3,000 applied. More than 3,000 applied. So one job in the United Arab Emirates in UAE. Okay, India or US or something. Okay.
Dude, that's crazy, dude.
yeah. So
Dude, but on a
every job.
serious note, look here, man. Look in Qatar.
No, I whenever I get some Qatar post, I'm applying for that also. So if it happens, yeah. But the thing is, dude, now the way things are going, right? I don't think any country will hire externally because the thing is, there's a lot of job loss within the country. So there are a lot of free people within the country, you know.
Right.
So it's easy for them
No,
to.
that's actually true.
That's
actually true.
Yeah. So I'm applying for all countries, like whichever I get.
Don't
like
you dare try to sell Ruben on Qatar.
I did. No, he's already been here, so it's okay. It's easier to sell that to him.
Yeah.
You're not taking you,
If I had
bro.
a choice, yeah, why not? But no, it's not going to happen. So no, I was just telling him like.
Yeah,
I was just telling him that
highly
so many
unlikely
jobs
because
have been lost.
anybody coming here will take a lot of time to. Like I don't think most of my employees, they're all out of the country in March, and they were supposed to come back in April. I don't think we'll be seeing them till December. Judging by the way things they're talking, it's highly unlikely that you can go out from here, but coming back in, highly unlikely.
No chance.
Yeah. So yeah. So on this Friday is my Roka, by the way.
Oh shit,
nice.
Please fucking dial in on Zoom and let us watch, dude.
It's nothing. It's going to be a very simple thing, dude. Just
Are you saying we can't be there?
Yeah, you can, of course.
No, so fucking dial in on Zoom. Now it's a simple yes or no question.
Sure. I'll put it as it.
When can we like video chat with her, like all together, like
On that day, yeah. Sure.
On that day?
Yeah,
maybe it's happening in your home.
It's just that
it's happening.
It'll be happening in my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so then you can just bring her to your room and then like we can talk, right?
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
How are you right now? Yeah.
So Friday,
No, but
this coming Friday.
Yeah, but like
on this Friday, yeah. Pardon?
Keep us on Zoom, like whoever can make it. Like I don't know, like Malcolm, are you working on Friday?
Yeah, but I can dial in. What? Just give me a time.
Let's dial in at least for this. Like I don't know how long it's gonna be. Like half an hour, 45 minutes ish.
Are you giving? Oh, yeah. Are you putting Zoom?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Like as in for like for the like your relatives or something. For your relatives or something.
Actually, that's a good idea, dude. I didn't think of that.
Bro, so okay, wait. Segging into that perfectly, I was reading this thing about like these sayings that we keep listening to like all the time, right? And this is one saying that we always hear about, like blood is thicker than water, right?
Right.
We hear the thing all the time. That's not the actual saying.
Oh, really?
That's not the actual saying. The actual saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which means that the family that you choose is always going to be stronger than the family that you were born with.
Oh shit, that's the actual saying, huh?
That's the actual fucking saying.
Damn.
Which is why blood is thicker than water, motherfucker. In our cases, fucking dynasty is you.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Stick to the covenant, man.
I sold that like a dude. There's so many. Like I was reading all of these sayings that have like they say something, but then when you read the entire saying, it means something else. Like it's supposed to be like super conformist. So like they say like birds of a feather flock together.
Right.
Yeah, right.
The whole saying is birds of a feather flock together till the cat comes.
Nice. Totally changes it. Yeah.
It's like what is that other one, man? Fuck. Jack of all trades but master of none.
Yeah.
Right? They say like jack of all trades but master of none. They say like, oh yeah, you can fucking do anything. The whole saying is jack of all trades but master of none, but still is better than a master of one.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's
all of
cool.
These things, like, dude, all of this shit has just been fucking hidden, dude. Like, straight up, it's just been hidden.
That's crazy, man.
It's just been hidden.
That's actually good, because usually when you hear this, when you go around and you hear this fact that, dude, he's a jack of all trades but master of none. Yeah. Nobody knows this shit.
Yeah. Like you can do everything equally and still be better than LeBron James. That's how I'm living my life right now. That's my great hope.
Jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than master of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a tattoo. Actually, you could get a tattoo of that.
Yeah. Oh, those are perfect tattoos.
Yeah.
Especially the blood of the covenant and all that.
Wait, 1 second. We have the fucking RAJMA tattoo together.
Yeah, RAJMA tattoo.
Let's start with the RAJMA tattoo.
Let's start with the weed. Yeah. So I was reading like a bunch of these sayings, man. I was just like, but that's the thing, right? That's what's brought my like current mentality of like, yo, shit used to, like, everything that was written before was just like, okay, go out and be like so the other thing, like there's a saying like, curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The whole thing is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Which means that, like, okay, if you're curious, it's not going to fucking kill you. Go out, be satisfied, and fucking, like, be okay with
Come
it.
back.
Right.
Come back. all of this, the whole sayings like basically endorse
Just conform
common
to that.
sense. Yeah. The other ones are just like, oh, be a dick like your entire life. It's mad, dude.
It's like they have changed it to meet their
It's full on like,
requirement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Curiosity kills the cat, so don't be curious.
if you look at changing the words on pages, is literally altered carbon.
Changing what?
It's
Altered?
if you
Well
change
played.
the words on pages, it's literally altered carbon.
True.
Yeah,
You know
man.
that curiosity killed the cat, right? I mean, that most likely that was modified by the CIA or something. And then that's it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there was one stone motherfucker like curiosity killed the cat, meow, like just still alive, motherfucker. That's what it should have been. That would have been way better. Meow. Yeah, dude. It's crazy like how people just rewrite all this motherfucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You finished Last of Us 2?
No, bro. I'm in the thick of it right now. Like I'm in the middle of it right now. I'm not
How's it
gonna
looking?
like it's a fantastic game. It's super intense, and I have to take breaks because like it's also like super emotionally stressful because I'm not in the space to deal with that right now. But I play like 3-hour stints.
Damn.
Each one is damn taxing, dude. Like it's I don't know if I'm just being like a wuss like gaming wise, but also like it's
No.
a fantastic game.
3 hours is a lot. Even I get
amazing
exhausted like off. Yeah. I like, yeah, it's good. Like, you know, it's a lot to take in, right? I mean, like all the visuals and the story.
Dude, but the mechanics of the game are fucking immense. It's crazy. Like they've outdone themselves like from like Last of Us. It's my opinion, obviously. Like when you all play it, you all see it. Dude, it's crazy. Like I don't want to finish it, which is why like my PlayStation is still on and like I've got this Samsung icon like floating on my screen, but like it's there. It's right there. Like I need to get back to it and like bash out a few more hours, but dude, it's more emotional than and it's more like contextually emotional than the first Last of Us.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Like y'all are going to play it eventually, so like play it and do it. It's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's highly unlikely I'll be able to get the game here, dude. It's not coming here.
Bro, there's always a guide. I also got my game from a guy only.
Yeah, I have to go and find that guy.
What? Qatar doesn't have guys or what?
I remember searching for No, there are guys, dude. The guy is there. You have to go find the guy. There is one guy who sourced the God of War PlayStation for me. Probably have to go and check on the guy again.
Bro, just your local store, I mean your local PS store should be okay. Qatar, I don't think has actually banned it.
Because it's only Saudi and UAE actually.
Yeah, that's what
where race is concerned.
So like check your local store and just buy it. Buy it and install it and just keep it on your machine till the ban comes into place.
Actually, just check if it is available in your PS4. As in, at least you can find out if it's banned or not.
No, it's not there. It's not there.
Oh, it's not there?
No, it's not. It's not there on the store.
Oh, then maybe it's banned.
That's what I did. That's what I did first.
Why don't you check through a VPN?
That's what I was thinking. If I could do that. Fuck.
Yeah,
off.
you can.
Nice.
You can download it.
What a guy. Dude.
Part 2. Oh, awesome.
It's like a stripper, just showing her tits. and you're stuck outside.
That's why you need fucking physical copies, bro. This is why you need physical copies.
Physical copies of the old, man. It's for like outdated regimes. It's for
Yeah. Dude, when Cyberpunk gets banned over here, you'll see.
Oh, yeah, dude.
If Cyberpunk gets banned here, I'll take my discless PS4 and like immigrate somewhere else. Like, that's like, I'm determined to be in the future.
You better like pre-order that shit and keep.
Yeah.
Dude,
I think
what
Cyberpunk
if
should
you
be-
pre-order
I think
a
Cyberpunk should
game, then it gets banned here? Would it be downloaded?
I don't. No. It will be removed from the store. It will be removed from.
Dude, Cyberpunk has everything in it.
You'll just get credits. Dude, fuck! I didn't know that Cyberpunk is a
if you pre-order.
first-person game.
What? It is, dude. It's like how you play Duke Nukem and all that.
I thought it was like a fucking third-person thing. Like now, I'm kind of like wondering whether. Yeah.
Oh, it's completely
It will be,
first person.
it will be.
It's not like the.
Completely
you can't get
first
another
person.
angle.
Yeah.
You can't get like the Horizon Zero Dawn angle or something like that.
You can't zoom out. No.
No.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Nothing. I don't know. Maybe there's a setting like that you could do that. It would be something like a Call of Duty or something. It would be right behind.
Yeah, Ruben knows what I'm talking
stuff
about.
like that.
Because we're on the same epistolate fucking connection. That's why.
Yeah, no, Jitin sounds like he's really sleepy and he's trying his best to talk.
Yeah. Your connection is laggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, most of the people.
I'll have to open the door and keep, which involves a lot of external
What
noises.
are your doors made of lead? Why is it?
Are you living
Why
in
is it-
2005? Are you travel back in time and you're living in 2005?
Dude, the router is just far away. Fuck you.
Are you in some top secret bunker? Like,
Are you living in the past? 15 years
The
ago.
router is just far away, man.
So you have to get the disc PS5. You can't afford a disc-less PS5.
yeah,
Why not?
you are not ready for the future. Like,
Dude, it's not so bad.
you sit where you are and try to go back. Like,
You got to find a sweet spot in your house, where
just kidding, yeah.
a
Yeah,
Venn
maybe
diagram.
I just buy a range extender suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get those range extenders. Yeah, because I got that like in one of like when I was in Saudi, like my place when I was staying there, the router was very weak. Like it's on the ground floor, so I couldn't get it on the first floor. So I bought that range extender, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like so good. It's like 100 drums. You can get it for $100. The basic one.
Did he get cut?
I honestly don't know if he's lagged
Yeah,
or
I
if he's
need to get one of those.
Oh, okay.
Because
Please,
in my
did you hear what I said about the range
room, we
extender? That's
don't
very
get
important.
I think we lost you, man, halfway through, Jitin.
Or what we do, we'll get our own range extender. Or we'll buy a range extender from the UK. We'll come to the Saudi, dive to Qatar,
Get that.
and put
Get
one
that.
there
out
for
of
you.
there.
So your Zoom meeting, make sure it's in your hall, huh?
How's that gonna help?
Your Roka, make sure it's in your hall or something, next to the Wi-Fi. Like keep the router next to your ring.
Dude, keep the router in your hole. And then fucking come on Zoom meeting.
Yeah, if you put in the living room, it might be okay.
Yeah, of course.
No, but it was not that. It was not this bad before. Maybe it's just like this weak connection for now. Last time it was not like that.
I think it's just fucking Zoom, dude. Like, yeah.
So open your LED doors, man.
I was like, what is this? What is this like Fortress of Solitude?
It's no. That's because my dad is watching Netflix.
Oh,
My dad is watching Netflix.
Yo, what is your dad watching right now?
He's watching some Hindi movie, dude.
Is it
There's a new Hindi
Bulbul?
movie out, right?
Is he watching
No, no,
Bulbul?
No.
How
Yeah,
is
that
it?
one.
I don't know what he's watching. I have to check with him.
How is that movie, Bulbul?
I haven't seen it. I actually wanna watch. I wanna watch it. I might watch it once like Aisha goes to sleep tonight.
Oh, okay. I started watching you heard of the Twilight Zone, yeah?
Yeah.
But they
That's a
have
Stephen
this
King?
New version of it, like the remake.
Yeah. Unsolved Mysteries.
No, it's called Twilight Zone only. It's by
Oh, it
Jordan
has
Peele.
come here. Yeah.
Twilight Zone, is it that Stephen King novel?
No, it's that old British show where
The Twilight Zone. It's basically like it's like a I don't know how to describe it.
it's sort of like an older Black Mirror.
Yeah,
Oh,
true
wow.
supernatural bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there is a US version of it. They've remade it, which just came. The second season came out yesterday, so I'm just watching that right now.
Oh,
Boys,
that's cool.
sorry to cut short, but I have to bounce. I've got another call in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, even I need to talk to Michelle
Just
now.
keep it open.
All right.
Now he's
All right, guys,
keeping
take
it.
care. Catch you next time.
Yes,
Friday?
Yes, Friday. Yeah.
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 Jitin, send me
No,
this.
Nitin. Wait. Let's close this.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, I got that. Cool.
Okay.
Send us the link. Let us be there, bro.
Yeah, just
It will be in the evening. Qatar time, probably 6 o'clock. So that's 7 o'clock.
no,
Oh shit,
at least,
dude, that's too big a time difference, bro. Like I can't manage that.
what's the time?
Sure.
No, the thing is, no, just put the time in the group on Thursday. At least on Thursday, just put the time.
Put the time, the details. Like if we need to wear a shirt, tell us. Like I'll wear a shirt for this shit.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, Ruben
Yeah,
didn't.
There's
tell
so
me.
much silence. It's unbearable. Dude,
Dude, we can hear you at like a 0.5, like half speed or like quarter speed.
Jitin, it's Friday now. Do you have a song? Are you still on last Thursday?
Yes. No,
Jitin is lag, right? That's fucking a priceless shot of his face. Someone take a screenshot of the face.
It's all on video, so that's why.
Ah, shit.
Jitin has left the chat.
Okay, fine.
All right, let's bounce, bro.
Yeah.
All right, take care.
All right, man. Later, guys.
Later,
Peace.
Yeah, bro.
Peace out.